Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, how you folks doing? Oh, welcome here. Welcome to another edition of Monday Night Raw. I'm your host, Conman167. It's good to have you guys. Holy moly. That was a little bit of a long weekend, wasn't it? Since I last saw you. It wasn't live since Friday. It was a little bit of a long weekend. I hope you guys had a wonderful time, but we are now back here once again with another edition of Monday Night Raw. Great to see every single one of you. So let's just jump straight into this thing. My mouth is not going to work very well right off the start here, so that's what this energy drink is for. But let's get right into this thing, everybody. It is time for that Con Man Certified. You ready? Roll those R's. Roll call. So who do we got in here today? We got Noah Tate, how you doing, my friend? We got Sadvert, good to see you. We got Shane the Gamer, Triple H. We got, oh my God, Peter Robert, how you doing? We got Matthew Grantland, welcome. We got Keith something. We got Master Obi-Wan Kenobi. We got Joe Shipley up in here. Dave McDonald, welcome. We got Steve Taylor, nice to see you. Waleed Hijaz, good to see you, my friend. We got Beast. We got Rebecca Helfritz. We got Nate Garcia, nice to see you. We got Jason Lyle up in here. I think I saw the Botch guy. There he is. Nice to see you, Botchy. How you doing, my friend? We got Julio PG-13. We got ourselves Tyler Crawford up in here. Max says, Funahani, welcome. We got Shinlin Robinson. I might have mispronounced your name, but welcome to the stream. We got, who else in here? Lil Willay, Dave Arua, welcome, my friend. Manuel Paccio, Zed Dogs Nation, nice to see you. Bailey Reichert, and I'm sure there's a bunch of awesome people up in here that I missed, but it's good to have you guys. Welcome to the show. And Jordan Williams, how you doing, my friend? Thank you very much for your support. He says, first dono, hashtag in your face, hashtag roll call. I realize that you didn't say hashtag in your face, but I did. So in your face, Jordan Williams. Thank you, my friend, for your 2-bomb. But yes, everybody, today is Raw in your face, meaning it is going to be, well, in your face. That's right, everybody. We got ourselves a pretty good show here tonight. It's actually stacked here tonight. I'm talking about Drew McIntyre going one-on-one with Keith Lee. Whoop, whoop. We got Dominik Mysterio versus Seth Rollins in a steel cage match. We got the Raw Women's Champion Asuka defending her title against Mickie James. That's going to be interesting. The Street Profits battle Cesaro and Nakamura in a champions versus champions match. Ladies and gentlemen, this could have been a pay-per-view card. I would have bought it. So let's get into this show. Should be a good one here tonight. And we're in the Thunderdome. Yeah, it's not Undertaker, it's just Thunderdome. Love it. Do you guys like the Thunderdome entrance? Either give me a yes or no here in the live chat. But now, everyone, it is going to be time for our first poll of the day. Our first poll is, are you pumped for Raw? The question is either yes or no. You guys can let me know right here in the live chat in one hot second. Here we go, guys. All right, so the way that you can now vote, everyone, this is a really unique thing here to the Con Man live streams. I'm very proud of it. Thank you, What Culture, for the idea. They didn't directly give it to me, but I stole it. But anyways, here we go, guys. You can now vote either using exclamation point vote no or exclamation point vote yes here in the live chat if you are excited for Raw here tonight. Good to have you guys. And yes, everyone, you heard right. We got a steel cage match here tonight. Should be good. Should be lots of entertaining stuff here. I'm really looking forward to it. Apparently the votes are not counting because Conman's got to turn on Cloudbot. That would help. So let's try doing that. There you go. The vote should be going in, everybody. Ready? Conman's got to roll the R's for Drew McIntyre. He's got to roll them. It is our WWE Champion, McIntyre. Here he is, the WWE champion.
Ever since I've seen him, we've been in the ring together on the same side and opposing. I labeled him the Scottish Psycho.
Whoa, Dolph Ziggler is on commentary. You're right, Dolph is on commentary.
I don't always see eye to eye with him. I appreciate the hustle.
Okay, all right, interesting. Dolph's on commentary. Do you guys know why? And we're going to get ourselves a bit of a promo package. So, some people in here saying, I don't see a cage. I think the cage is hidden. Either that or WWE is going to do something different. Maybe the cage isn't able to hang from the Thunderdome. Maybe the cage has to be put up in a different fashion. I don't know. WWE, I'm sure they'll figure something out. But I'm going to guess. I'm going to assume that it is underneath that cover because if you remember back to War Games, maybe, I can't remember. There was certainly a show at one point where the cage was really, really well conceded, and we didn't know we were going to get a steel cage match until it was announced, and then the cage just literally randomly dropped from the ceiling. We're like, oh, there's a cage. So yeah, I think if there is a steel cage match announced for tonight, I doubt WWE would announce it and then not follow through on delivering a steel cage match. So I assume it is hidden really well up there. Might have been Diego Toledo. I honestly can't remember what the show was. But we do have a few donos here to get to, so let's get to these ones right here while the recap is happening. The recap is about Keith Lee, Randy Orton, Drew McIntyre, and all the shenanigans that have been going on there. So, first up, Jordan Williams, thank you, my friend, for that $2 donation. And we're getting that up here on the screen first. Luck7 then, my friend, how ya doing? He dropped 5 and he says, welcome to the Thunderdome. Can you just imagine Vince McMahon when he pitched that idea or had the idea pitched to him? You just know he'd be like, the Thunderdome.
Welcome.
Well, that's such good shit. Right? That's exactly how it went down with Vince McMahon. Chin up in the air, looking at the sky, not making eye contact. Well, that's such good shit. 100%. Joseph P. Ali, how you doing, my friend? Thank you for your 5-bomb. And he says, hello, Con. That's it. I'm not reading anything else. No, I'm joking. Hello, Con. How are you? How was your weekend? My weekend was good, my friend. Thank you very much for asking. How was yours, Joseph P.? Hopefully it was well. Hopefully you had a fun time. I didn't really get up to much. But it was a nice, relaxing weekend. A weekend that I kind of needed.
Hey Con, how are you doing? How was your weekend?
And then, after that, we got ourselves another 5-bomb here, this time from Jetsus. Rock and roll. I like your name, my friend. I always have. And he says, hey Con, any ideas for what in your face means for tonight's Raw? Well, it's going to be in your face. I think it's just a catchy tagline to say it's a big Raw. Here we go, though. Here's Drew McIntyre. We'll run your dono after this.
But I'm back.
You back?
And it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out that he intended to do so much more. So I can consider myself
back from a fractured jaw. Remember that. That's the story,
jaw.
Ladies and gentlemen. After being kicked in the head,
Orton
not once, not twice, but 3 times.
Lucky his head is still attached to his body after the 3 claymores I gave him last week. Everyone's been asking me for a medical update. Drew, what's going on? So I'm going to tell you. I'm going to address it once. It's the last I'm going to talk about it. WWE medical personnel told me to take some time off. It's a non-displaced fracture. But if I did that, I'd have to forfeit my WWE championship, so I told them no.
Okay.
One bad strike.
That makes the doctor sound really stupid.
Could displace that fracture, then my mouth would need wired shut, and that's just fine because I would rather leave the Thunderdome every single week in an ambulance than ever give up my championship.
All right, fair. Fair. Painting him as a good babyface. I like it.
Hey, Randy. Maybe you could ask the nurse there to turn up the volume so you can hear this part.
Ooh, okay. Let's hear it.
You know, we've both taken rides in ambulances recently. because of the WWE Championship.
In your face. Hey, it was in your face.
That the next time we compete, somebody takes a ride in an ambulance for the WWE Championship.
There we go. We knew it was coming to this, folks. This is huge.
Is that Clash of Champions. It will be Drew McIntyre versus Randy Orton for the WWE Championship in an ambulance match. Because clearly, mate, the rules don't apply to us anymore.
Yep, I like it. It's been a while since we've seen one, and this is worthy.
Randy might not actually make Clash of Champions because, quite frankly, I kicked him in the head 3 times last week as hard as I possibly could with the Claymore, the most deadly weapon in all of sports entertainment.
Most deadly, eh?
It's funny, I actually created that move by mistake. In this very ring a few years ago, I was wearing some tight leather pants. I ran to kick my opponent in the head, and I realized the crotch was going to split in the pants. And, you know, I'm Scottish, and I don't know if you know this, but we're kind of allergic to underpants. So that crotch splits as an international incident. So what I decided to do was kick up my left leg, knocked my opponent out, knocked myself silly, and I realized if I can develop this maneuver, I've got something special in my hands.
This is a true story, folks. This is actually a true story.
I've actually got a picture right here of some of the victims of the Claymore.
Oh, okay.
Oh my God. The joke's on me.
Oh, yeah. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Sethy Poo. We got Bobby Poo. We got Randy Poo. We got Dolphy Poo. And there was Brocky Poo over there as well.
For stepping on the fun. But let's get this down to what it really comes to. And that's the fact that
Adam Pearce, okay.
Injuries and the extensive severity of them is unknown. What we do know, though, is it's highly unlikely that Randy will be here tonight. And listen, we could be saying the same thing come Clash of Champions.
My heart bleeds for him.
The situation is this. Randy Orton may not be able to face you in any kind of WWE Championship match. And that changes the gravity of tonight. So now your match against Keith Lee becomes about so much more than bragging rights between old friends. Because if Keith Lee beats you tonight and Randy can't make it at Clash of Champions, then Keith faces you for the WWE Championship.
There's 2 things there. Okay, that's development, but there's 2 things there. I'm not sure if that was worded correctly.
Who put you in charge anyway?
That is a huge announcement.
Oh, okay. Here's Keith Lee.
Keith Lee's got to be the happiest man
New
in the
theme,
building
new
right
theme.
now.
Come on.
I mean, Dolph, what an opportunity for this man, Keith Lee. Later on
Still,
tonight, if he can beat
still not bask in his glory. I'm waiting. That he's supposed to have a new theme song on the way. Like, he's really supposed to have a new theme song on the way. But, okay, what I want to take away from that one right there is that this is supposed to be Keith Lee facing Drew McIntyre. If Keith Lee beats Drew McIntyre, he becomes the #1 contender. Correct. Okay, that's what Adam Pearce right there just said. But the other thing that he said there is if Randy Orton isn't able to make it to Clash of Champions. So there's 2 things right there. So 1, Keith Lee could beat Drew McIntyre to become the #1 contender. But if Randy Orton is good to go for Clash of Champions, then Keith Lee wouldn't get his opportunity. Am I understanding that correctly? So regardless, it's going to be a one-on-one match, like I guess. Regardless, Keith Lee is out here. Shaking of the hands. Yeah, okay. Oh!
We're live right now. If you do anything, I get it.
Interesting.
know exactly what they were standing for. It was for equality. That's going to empower these players to play harder. Big boys,
All right, so I don't know necessarily how I feel about the double-edged sword. I don't like matches where, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's going to create a cool story. But for me, it's a little bit of a tough concept to wrap your head around when there is a match presented and there isn't a true outcome on the line. So, like, Keith Lee, technically, he's fighting for this #1 contendership, but still on the flip side, regardless if he wins or loses, if Randy Orton isn't able to go, we're going to need an opponent for Drew McIntyre at Clash of Champions, but let's say Keith Lee does win this championship, #1 contendership, and Randy Orton is good to go. Is this just a way of screwing Keith Lee out of a WWE title match, even though he already won an opportunity? It might be, and that's not the worst story I've ever heard, so we'll have to wait and see, ladies and gentlemen. But let's get to those donos once again. So Jets, is rock and roll. We got your 5-bomb up here on the screen. Thank you. Rashi says they should have just made it a triple threat. Well, that might be the direction of the story, right? That might very well be the direction of the story, and Conman might just be a little impatient right now. You know, I think we will probably see the development here. Wouldn't be surprised if Randy Orton does attack Drew McIntyre and tonight's match between McIntyre and Keith Lee ends in disqualification. Just because that's been the common theme, and they really don't want to give away those matches right now without much of a backstory to it. So that very well could be a direction they go in. Randy Orton costing Keith Lee maybe this match. Maybe he attacks Keith Lee first. Keith Lee wins via disqualification. Drew McIntyre now has to maybe face both men or something along those lines. I don't know, guys. Give me your ideas here. What do you think the direction of this story is going to be here in the live chat? Let me know. And Amani James asking me, why didn't they save the steel cage match for the pay-per-view? Tough question to answer. I'm going to go ahead and say it's because either one, they didn't feel like it fit on the Clash of Champions card, or two, they really wanted to boost the ratings for tonight. Last week's Monday Night Raw, I believe, only drew like 1.75 million viewers or something along those lines. It was not big numbers that they drew, so they wanted to boost tonight's numbers. And with the way they presented the show, I'm going to go ahead and say that they probably are going to draw over 2 million viewers for tonight. If they don't, then WWE has to really question themselves and say, okay, are we presenting the show in the right way? Are our characters getting over, or are we just booking storylines based off of previous characters, and is this working for us? So there's just definitely some more things for WWE to figure out. Tonight will help figure it out for them, you know, if they're heading in the right direction. Dave Rua, though, thank you very much, my friend. He says, let's see it. Happy birthday, PS4 Twist. Oh, is it PS4 Twist birthday? Well, happy birthday, PS4 Twist. Hopefully you have a wonderful day. But here we go. Let's do it. All right, we're gonna get it.
For he is limitless.
I think I got it. Oh, bask in his glory, and for he is limitless.
Let's see if he hits it. Happy birthday, PS4 Twist.
HBK DBS says, definitely not 2 mil tonight. Nothing must-see advertised. 1.7 max. If you think that this week's show is going to draw less numbers than last week, then, I mean, you might be right. You know, you could very well be right. I don't think that that's going to be the case. I have a really good suspicion that tonight's Raw has been advertised in a way that is going to draw over 2 million viewers. In my opinion, Seth Rollins versus Dominik Mysterio is eye-catching enough in a steel cage to draw people. They see the name Mysterio, they think, oh my god, who the heck is this kid? Is that Rey Mysterio's son? Then they see the video package and see Rey Mysterio alongside of his son and the family beating down the family beating down Buddy Murphy last week. That was really good stuff. I think the Battle of the Champions versus Champions match helps tonight, and the fact that there's a Raw Women's Championship match as well, alongside of the WWE Champion versus Keith Lee. I think there is enough stuff there to interest general wrestling fans to tune in here tonight. Steve Taylor says they will probably be up, but they're still going head-to-head with Monday Night Football again. That's fair. Monday Night Football is going on. I just do believe, though, that tonight there's a different vibe about tonight's Monday Night Raw. This feels like a pay-per-view quality show, in my honest opinion, and I think it's close enough to Clash of Champions, but still far away enough that they are able to deliver some storylines here tonight. Something big is going to happen. We're probably going to see Retribution here tonight. Yeah, honestly, it makes a lot of sense that I think tonight should crack 2 million viewers. If I'm wrong, I will be wrong, and I'll be the first one to admit I'm wrong. You'll probably have to call me on it, but still.
If I was building my own wrestling company, the first 2 superstars I would have that can do it all is Shinsuke and Cesaro. Team them together, I feel like they're unstoppable. I don't like the smiling and laughing. You're not going to get it from these two.
That's a very interesting line from Dolph Ziggler. So, Dolph Ziggler, oh my god, what a freaking uppercut from Cesaro. So, Dolph Ziggler just said a very interesting tidbit of information here. He said, if Dolph Ziggler was starting a wrestling company, he would pick Shinsuke Nakamura and Cesaro as 2 of his first picks for that company. They are that damn good, they can do it all. And that makes sense. Honestly, that makes a lot of sense. Nice maneuver there, and the Street Profits are in a little bit of trouble. The tag team champions from SmackDown hook the leg, but a kick out at 2 by Angelo Dawkins. So we're going to ask you guys right here in the live chat for who you guys think is going to win this Champions Clash here tonight. It is either going to be Cesaro and Nakamura, or it's going to be the Street Profits. You can let me know right here in the live chat in a hot second.
Cesaro said, whenever Shinsuke and I walk into a room, it's our night. Just look at our credentials. Oh, and a boot right to the face by Dawkins. I give credit to Cesaro and Shinsuke Nakamura for having the guts to show up here on Raw. The Challenge Raw Tag Team Champions.
Or will it be Nak and Cesaro? We will go heels. Boom. There we go, guys. Boom. You got this. You can now vote, either use !vote street or !vote heels for Nak and Cesaro. Street Profits is the street one, and the votes are available right there on the screen. But here comes Montez Ford leaping all the way over the top rope, caught by Cesaro. And I said Shizaro right there for Shinsuke Nakamura and Cesaro as they work together. The SmackDown Tag Team Champions dropping Montez Ford on his back across the barricade as we go to commercial break. Andrew Miller just asked, Lucha Underground, ? Yes, my friend, Lucha Underground on, not Thursday, what am I saying? On Tuesday. I don't know what time. I'm thinking 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I was going to do Lucha Underground this weekend, and to be honest, I was really close to doing it on Sunday. But then I put my feet up on the couch, had a little day nap, and then next thing you know, I didn't stream. No, the rest was really good on Sunday. But yeah, so we moved it to Tuesday this week, so that way you guys are going to have my live stream here on Monday. You're going to have Tuesday with Lucha Underground. Wednesday, you are going to have NXT and AEW. For everybody who doesn't know, AEW was originally supposed to air on Thursday this week. Due to the schedule of the NBA playoffs, some stuff happened in the NBA playoffs that allowed AEW to still air on Wednesday this week. So originally it was supposed to be a 1-hour episode of AEW late on Wednesday that we weren't going to be able to live stream, and then a 2-hour episode on Thursday this week that we still weren't going to be able to live stream. That is no longer the case. NXT and AEW will both still air on Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time this week, meaning both shows will be running simultaneously. So at least this week we get to live stream AEW, because if it was on Thursday, we weren't going to be able to live stream it for you guys. So that's kind of good news, right? And this Friday, this Friday for Friday Night SmackDown, I will not be live here. It was birthday. Yeah, it was birthday. Yeah, it was Becca's birthday last week. We had a nice dinner on the Thursday, but we are now going to actually celebrate her birthday. She's got a couple friends. We're going up to my cottage. Pretty much celebrate like the last weekend we possibly can up there with the boat in the water still. So yeah, it's going to be a good time, and that is the reason that I will not be live here this Friday. Pretty much covers everything. Let's get back here to the donations. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Great to have you. Make sure you guys leave a like on this video. Make sure you subscribe to all that fun, yada, yada, yada. And make sure you follow us on Twitter. Yeah. Go to the Discord. You know the drill. All your stuff down in the description below. Let's get back here. Scanlon, Roman Reigns fangirl. How you doing, my friend? Thank you for your 3-bomb. Says, an ambulance match. When was the last one that we had? Wow. Well, does anybody in the live chat actually know when the last time we had a ambulance match was? If you guys let me know, I can read it out loud here. But thank you, Scanlon, for that 4-bomb. Steve Taylor says, was the last one Kane versus Seth in 2015? Great Balls of Fire 2017. So Great Balls of Fire 2017. Braun Strowman, Roman Reigns, Great Balls of Fire. Roman and Braun, 2017. Well, there you guys go. Looks like the majority of the chat says that that is the last ambulance match in WWE. Great Balls of Fire ambulance match. Let me just make sure that that is where it took place, because I actually don't remember that match. Braun Strowman beats Roman Reigns in an ambulance match. Wait, Braun Strowman won the ambulance match? I do not remember this at all. Holy crap. How did this match go down?
Of course, they've been impressive for years. Once they can isolate, cut off that ring, they show exactly how.
Roman looked to end the match by spearing Strowman into the back of the ambulance. Strowman moved, however, Reigns leapt into the back, and then Strowman shut the door. That's right. That's right. Now I remember. This is coming back to me. So Roman Reigns went to spear him into the ambulance, and that's when Braun moved out of the way and shut the door. So it was kind of like a cheesy end to the ambulance match. Right. Really quickly here, everybody. I forgot to mention this when Dave dropped his bomb earlier. But yes, my friends, we've got ourselves a new boss, and his name is Dave Rua. So Dave, my friend, you are an 8-time boss battle champion. You are catching up. Holy crap. I'm not sure if it's going to happen. I don't know if he's going to be able to catch him, but, like, there's a chance. There's a chance. If there's a will, there's a way. Thank you very much, Chuck Francesco? One of the two. Hopefully I got one of the two at least. Randy pins Keith Lee, so Drew doesn't get pinned at Clash. Also would be revenge for Payback. Yeah, Chuck, triple threat match. You're probably right. That makes the most amount of sense. Not sure if it's the best option, but it makes the most amount of sense for WWE booking-wise. Yeah. Tag has been made. Uh-oh. Montez Ford is in. Oh, my. Oh, no. Gee, can you imagine how much that would have hurt? Montez Ford. The knees were up from Nakamura. Count of 2, but a kick out from Ford. How in the world did he kick out of that? The height that Ford got. I still can't believe the height that he gets on his frog splashes. But the knees were up. Oh. Oh, no. And then into the running Kinshasa from the big spin. It's all over. Cesaro to Angelo Dawkins breaks up the cover. Wow. All right, let's get going on for a few more donos. Thank you, Chuck. Boom. Oh, into the cover. Roll up. 2. Cesaro kicks out of that one. Thank you guys all for the donos. I will get to them. Oh! Oh! Ow! Oh, no! He kicked out. What? How did he kick out of that? How in the blue hell did Montez Ford kick out of that European uppercut? Literally deadlift. Here, I'm going to show you. Look at the impact. Watch as he comes down. Boom! Oh! That was hot and heavy and hard and every other adjective that you want to... Not even sure if that made any sense. Anyways, that looked like it hurt.
Cesaro finished the deal, sending Ford into the corner face first. And now the uppercut.
Yep. Very, very painful looking maneuver right there, delivered from Cesaro. Ooh, I know Nadisha Davis, it would be amazing if I could have the actual live show going on over there. Like, can you guys imagine how amazing these live streams would be if I could have the live wrestling show going over in that little corner right there, and we could have this right here, the boss battle, the polls, the Twitter, the live chat, everything like that. What a suplex from Cesaro, but a tag has been made. Dawkins all the way up. Dawkins! Oh! The cash out. 2. What? Oh my God, it's over.
Someone comes to your show, your brand, you have to represent the way the Street Profits just did with a victory.
Can't take anything away from the SmackDown Tag Team Champions. Cesaro and Shinsuke Nakamura gain here tonight, but Street Profits with the victory. And watch this uppercut. Bang! Right to the
No, you know what? I'm going to go right ahead. No, I don't like that finish. I like the fact that the Street Profits won. I do. I think that that's the right call. Street Profits absolutely should have won. I don't like the way that Cesaro just got done there. I like that the Street Profits won. Do not get me wrong. That is not me nitpicking that. I don't like the way Cesaro was presented there. That's not a maneuver that we see Dawkins win with. Ever. Dolph sounds good on commentary, doesn't he? I wonder if they're testing something out there. Dolph Ziggler on commentary does make a lot of sense. Like, I think Dolph Ziggler could kill it on commentary, being in that Samoa Joe role for a little bit. Oh yeah, Michael Cole is on Raw again. I don't know how I didn't notice that earlier as well. But yeah, Michael Cole is on Raw here tonight. He is. Let me update my results tab really quickly here, guys, and then we'll get back to the donations. Thank you, everybody. I do see them. We're just running a little bit behind with them. So, results are...
Mickie James, she's already approaching legendary status.
So we got ourselves the Street Profits defeating Cesaro and Nakamura.
Will Mickie James be able to call herself a 7-time champion? We'll find out tonight as Asuka defends the Raw Women's Championship against Mickie James on the in-your-face edition of Raw.
Oh, Angel Garza and Lana.
Look, I don't want to make it all about me, but I just can't believe that Mickie James has a title shot when she just demanded it and got it. When the obvious decision is Natalya. I mean, she's the GOAT. Hashtag best of all times. Not to mention that she is the winningest female WWE superstar in history. Did you know that?
Yeah, of course. This is very unfair. Your passion for justice, it is intoxicating. The fire in your eyes.
Excuse me. Hello. Lana, can you give us a second?
Much later.
Bye.
Man,
This is
Angel
what I'm
Garza
talking
is a
about.
star in the
You
making,
abandoned
isn't he?
Andrade 2 weeks in a row. Our chances at tag team gold have completely vanished. And now your first course of action is to flirt with Lana?
Hey, come on. Enough, okay, Zelina? I'm tired of being blamed for every setback we have done because Golden Boy lost a match. Remember that, right? Last week, Andrade got pinned. Not me, so, Jill, at him.
Who are you to talk to me like that? What?
Sí, no perdiste la semana pasada.
No, ¿quién perdió?
No, tú
Well, now they're in Spanish. You know they're mad.
Look, hey, hello. I can't do this anymore.
Uh-oh.
Sí, come on.
Uh-oh, here we go. Angel Garza and Andrade. They're brawling. Okay, here we go. They just split up. And we go to...
They all know exactly what they were standing for. It was for equality. That's going to empower these players to play harder. Big boys have come out to play. Series can change on one play. Did you see that robbery?
WWE, what are you doing?
Far out. This should be a fun Eastern Conference final. It's 20.
Hold up. What are these people doing? What are they doing? Why are you cutting to commercial like that? Hold up. What? Look. My chat keeps freezing here, everybody. I don't know why it's continually freezing.
But what about your nose, the body's air filter? Navage uses powered
You've teased this breakup for how long?
germs, and it relieves congestion without drugs. More than 1 million sold. Navage.
Literally, you've teased this breakup for how long? And the breakup just happened. Or at least you want us to believe that it happened. And you cut away? After 3 seconds? You cut away? You don't even have people come in to break it up to say, like, these guys are done brawling. No, you cut away?
So iconic, we don't need a logo. It's the three-sided crunch. You know, that cheesy, spicy,
So,
crispy, crunchy
even if they cut back into the fight, which I really hope that they do. I hope that there is more of this to be seen, and I hope that was just used as a cliffhanger. But you really, really would think that WWE wouldn't be cutting away from the big moments in the show when you're finally hooked. Because now what you risk doing is you risk having a whole bunch of people saying, oh, okay, I've seen the fight now. I know these guys have broken up. Flip, 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 right? And it wasn't used as like a cliffhanger. It was used as a, oh, these guys have broken up and they're about to be in a feud with each other. Timing of the commercials is just as important as timing the commercials. Sorry, let me rephrase that. Timing of the commercials for backstage segments is just as important as timing of the commercials during the matches. You don't want really to just have a high spot and then cut to commercial break. You know, you want to create some intrigue. You want a little bit of mystery there. You want a little bit of a cliffhanger going into commercial break, because that's what makes people want to sit there through the commercials to get back to your show, as opposed to channel surfing. Luckily enough, we're only here to watch Monday Night Raw, so we're not going to channel surf, but I'm not just a casual viewer, right? Monday Night Football, or what is it? Is it Monday Night Football on here tonight? Yeah, it is. Monday Night Football. You know, people could have very easily just changed back to Monday Night Football because they didn't really hook you enough. They just showed you what the story is, and then you're like, okay, it wet my palate enough, I guess. I'm good to go. Anyways. Let's get back here to some donos, because I know that I'm a little bit behind on them. I do apologize if you guys think that I've missed them. I haven't, I promise you. I am just working down the ever-growing line right here. So we just finished with Scanlon right there. Next up is Joso. So let's do it. So Joso says, I'm suing WWE for stealing my CMU theme. Are you now, Joso? Well, best of luck to you there, my friend. I feel like they're going to have a few more funds in their pockets than you will. Oh, they didn't even finish showing the fight, so even worse. Anyways, here's Dominik Mysterio backstage with the Mysterio family. What's her name? Aaliyah or Alea or whatever his sister's name. She got a lot of flack for how she tucked in her shirt, and she is tucking in her shirt again. So funny. I love it when superstars, or even just performers on TV, you can tell that something resonated with the fans, and people made fun of her for it, and so she goes right back out there and tucks in those pants again, tucks the shirt into the pants again. Pretty funny stuff, if you ask me. Here comes the Hurt Business with Cedric Alexander. If you guys missed last week, Cedric Alexander is officially a part of the Hurt Business. Yep, he is in here tonight. But Joso, thank you very much, my friend, for your support right there with your donation. Then Flamethrower Fluff Salisbury, how you doing, my friend? Thank you for the support. Says, who would you want to win if the Street Profits and Private Party had a match? Honestly, it would all depend on what the story is, who you're trying to get over, and all that great stuff. If you're talking about right now, if I was to have a match between Private Party and Street Profits, it would need to be a good match with the Street Profits going over. If it was in the future, let's say 2-3 years down the line, and maybe the Private Party is in the position that the Street Profits are in right now, right on the cusp of becoming actual real superstars, becoming a household name, if you will, then that's when the Private Party would get the win over the Street Profits to help catapult them into superstardom.
Who would you want to win if the Street Profits and Private Party had a match?
And Batstar, my friend, thank you very much. If you do that, great. If not, then you know what? No worries, my friend. But Batstar, regardless, thank you for your 2-bomb. And if that happens in the future, dude, I look forward to it for sure. Thank you for the support. Here is MVP.
Business is booming. The CEO, Bobby Lashley, is firmly in possession of the United States Championship.
Yep. Hey, Roger Dodger, how you doing, my friend?
Upgraded from the gold standard to platinum status.
Platinum status. Shelton Benjamin.
Cedric Alexander has spoken with his tax attorney. His W-9 is completed, and he is officially a member of the Hurt Business.
There you are.
Life is good.
You know what, Pete? Life is good. But last week, my social media was blowing up. Everyone getting salty, throwing shade. Cedric, why'd you turn your back on your friends Apollo and Ricochet? They were your brothers. Let's understand something right now. This is my job, where I do what I have to do when I have to do it to succeed. None of you know what it's like to be me.
Anybody else getting a little bit of Rock vibes right now? Literally, early Rock. Like Rock in the Nation of Domination. I'm getting major Rock vibes from Cedric Alexander right now.
I'm too beat up and broken. See, what you don't understand is that being with Ricochet and Apollo left me empty and broken. But now that I'm in the Hurt Business, my two...
I think Ricochet is...
All right, here comes Ricochet, the former friend of Cedric Alexander, along with Apollo Crews.
Cedric, let's call it how it is. We treated you like a brother and you turned your back on us. You sold us out.
Ooh, some aggression from Apollo. Okay, Ricochet, come on, dude. Look a little angrier. Ricochet.
MVP. Well, Cedric, now you made a decision, and you have to live with the consequences that come with that decision.
You think I'm joking? Look at Ricochet. Look at Ricochet. Is he going to point again?
Wrong. How many times have I caught a beating for you when you were United States champion?
Hey, watch Ricochet. He's bad at acting.
Answer that question.
Well, hold on, Cedric. You don't owe them any explanation. I mean,
Won't show you. He's not pointing right now, but he was.
They're jealous because...
Hey, Sheldon. Why don't you go ahead and do us all a favor and mind your own business, because nobody's talking to you. Oh. And Cedric, we didn't come here for no explanation because we understand it is what it is. You joined the Hurt Business. For what? For money? And after last week, whenever you stabbed me in the back, you see, that hurt more than anything that the Hurt Business has ever done to me. And we were supposed to be brothers, man. So yeah, we came out here, but we ain't come out here to beg you to come back. We ain't come out here to ask you why, Cedric, why. No, you can kick all that to the side. We came out here to tell you that you thought it was bad that the Hurt Business was attacking you. Now we coming for you.
Oh.
Well, it's Alexander and Ricochet.
Holy crap! Literally the heels doing the whole NWO thing. Oh, the DX thing. Oh. Not very often do heel groups get the permission from Backstage, and I don't know if that was a permission thing, but the fact that both MVP and Cedric Alexander did it, not very often do people Backstage allow the heel group to dismiss the baby faces so easily by doing little hand gestures, by no-selling their promos. Very rarely is that a thing. But the Hurt Business getting the okay, the clear, the go-ahead to do so. Very interesting stuff here. I do apologize if I'm not reading the chat at all times, guys. It's been freezing a lot for me here tonight for whatever reason, and I keep having to refresh my live stream chat. So apologies if I am not seeing your chat come across the screen super often. I'm going to keep trying to refresh it, though. Botch Guy, how you doing, buddy? He says, thoughts on Ziggler on commentary. I was just actually addressing that a little earlier. Oh, Raw? What? Oh, Raw! It looks looks like it's going to be Raw. What am I talking about? That's his old name, isn't it? Eric and Ivar. Eric. I called him Ro. It's Eric right there. So Eric just came down to help out Apollo Crews and Ricochet. Okay. So if you guys don't know what happened last week when Ivar got injured, that essentially left Eric all by himself. There's rumors that there is going to be a bit of a singles push for Eric. So what do you guys think? Thumbs up, thumbs down for the Eric singles push. Row! Exactly, Roger Dodger. And then Paul Carpenter says, I'm so aggravated with the Today Show. Or with Today's Show. I'm not sure which one you meant. If it was the Today Show, then I don't have any comments. If you're aggravated with Today's Show, then what else is there to say about that one either? Paul Carpenter, either way, I don't have any comments for you. If you're aggravated, you're aggravated. Hopefully, I am making you laugh, making you smile just a little bit, and hopefully you're at least enjoying the live stream here today, Paul Carpenter. Thank you for tuning in, my friend. Hopefully you are okay, and hopefully a smile has been coming across your face the last few minutes. David Ward, how you doing, my friend? He says, big question time. Oh, God. Okay, all right. Whew. Ready for big question time. He says, Conman, if you could create a 5-match main event pitting WWE versus AEW. I misread that. Let me try that again. Conman, if you could create a 5-match event, not main event, a 5-match event pitting WWE versus AEW, what matches would you book? Only rules, must have a main event, tag team women's stable? Women's stable and special attraction match? Okay, so women's stable. Stable match? Okay. I'm going to go ahead and say it's women's stable, meaning a multi-women's match. So David Ward, let me think here. WWE versus AEW. Okay. If I could, I would love to see a 4 corners tag team match. And I don't mean like, you got to touch the 4 corners. I just mean that there's going to be teams in all 4 corners. And I would like it to be the New Day versus FTR versus the Young Bucks versus the Usos in a fatal 4-way tag team match. I think that would be awesome. That'd be really, 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 really cool. So let's start with that one. Main event, I mean, you obviously have to go with John Mox. Oh, that's so simple, isn't it? John Moxley versus Roman Reigns. There you go. John Moxley versus Roman Reigns. That's super simple to book. WWE versus AEW. Yeah, there's the main event. The women's stable match. Well, let's go Charlotte, Becky. I don't know. That's actually a tougher one because you could go with a one-on-one match for the women's, or you could go multi-women match. That one I actually don't know. Special attraction match. Fiend versus... There's really not too many crazy characters. Fiend... Oh... You could do Fiend versus Jericho.
That's the end of the sentence. What do you got left? But to backstab your friends in the process to do it, was that really necessary? Do you think that's how
Fiend versus Jericho, that could be fun.
And someone's got your back down the line, behind the scenes, in the ring? No, you gotta do what you
and
target on their back. You want to go places, you make things happen.
I don't know about the other one. I almost got all of it done there, David Ward. Thank you very much for the $10 donation. We're going to get back here to the live stream because I got a few other things to do. But David, not too bad. Good question, buddy. That was actually a really tough one to answer off the top of my head. I would like to do some more thoughts with it, though. YouTube live chat is freezing all over the place, everyone. I just didn't see a single chat come across my screen for about 30, 40 seconds there. Crazy.
Big question time. Conman, if you could create a 5-match event pitting WWE versus AEW, what matches would you book? Only rules must have a main event, tag team, women's stable, and special attraction match.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'll have to do some more thoughts about that. Yeah, YouTube chat is still not flipping across the screen here, guys. This is so weird. I hope it's going to start moving. Yeah, it's moving now. YouTube is obviously having some issues because it's freezing in my stream dashboard. It's freezing on my screen here. And now it's going to freeze on the actual YouTube chat. So if it doesn't move, guys, I apologize. It's really out of my control, unfortunately. Let me ask you, though, who will win? It's either going to be Ricochet. So Ricochet or Cedric Alexander.
Looks like he's pretty exhausted. I don't know if he can make it through this. Does he have enough energy left? Can't focus on the outside. Focus in the ring.
Where is Tom Phillips? Does anybody here in the live chat have the actual answer? I missed the explanation for it last week. What a super kick there from Ricochet.
Kid, make something happen here.
Muscle up Alexander here.
Oh, nice full Nelson German style suplex kick out, though, by Cedric. They just said he had the night off. Steve Taylor says super kick's starting to get used as a transitional move. I know. Oh, it's so frustrating. For me, the super kick is one of the best moves in all of wrestling. It's a kick to the face. It looks like it hurts. It can be done super safely. Like, it is one of the best maneuvers in wrestling, and I hate that it's used as a transitional move. You're absolutely right. The fact is, there's still a lot of people. Oh my God, what a Michinoku driver. Cover, count of 2 kick out there by Ricochet. I just realized that the poll never started. Lumbar check, it's over. Holy crap, that's got to be game out, lights out, over, goodbye, Ricochet, as the poll just started. Well, good to know, everybody. This poll is now closed. Poll closed. Just like that. Wow, the Hurt Business picks up the win. Cedric Alexander pins Ricochet clean. Uh-oh. Retribution is here. Retribution. Is the Hurt Business going to get out of there? But Retribution is here.
And all the other so-called superstars. We are the product of empty promises.
Mercedes Martinez.
The results of lies, greed, and betrayal.
Dominik.
We once trusted, but now we
yeah, Dominik Dijakovic for sure.
We see what you are. Waste.
Mojo Rawley on the left.
Byproduct. When you show loyalty to an entity that casts people aside like garbage, you become garbage. When you sell your soul to a corrupt machine, you become corrupt. Like you, we once believed that our time at a performance center would lead us to fame and wealth. Unlike you, we refuse to suck up to an entitled regime. So while you enjoy your last days of oblivion, we prepare to show you exactly who we are while we gut your reality.
Oh, there's more. Oh, there's more.
Our retribution.
There's a lot more. There's a lot of them.
The Hurt Business looking on after the statement there by Retribution.
Retribution issuing another
Okay,
warning.
I
here
got
at
an
Monday
idea.
Night
We'll talk
Raw.
about it in a sec
And
here.
as we attempt to control the situation, please welcome my guest at this time, 6 times WWE Women's Champion, Mickie James.
Here's Mickie.
Mickie, as you prepare for
Hey,
your Raw
Mickie,
Women's
you so
Championship
fun. You
match
so fun.
against
You blow
Asuka
my
tonight,
mind. Hey, Mickie.
what emotion
Hey, Mickie.
fuels you?
You know, Sarah, I love this business. I love it with every bit of my heart and my soul. I have given everything, every ounce of my soul to this business. I love the way it drives me to be the best me that I can be every single day. And I especially love it for the types of high-stakes competition a champion like Asuka brings out in me. You ask what drives me, and you know, that at different stages of my career, I could have had very, very different answers. But right now, you know what they say, with experience comes wisdom, and with wisdom comes clarity. And it has become clear to me more than ever that I have always had what it takes to be the WWE RAW Women's Champion. But if you ask me what fuels me tonight, it's knowing that tonight could be my very last chance to win the RAW Women's Championship.
It could be.
Oh, Mickie James putting a lot of pressure on herself tonight. She's going to have to knock off this woman, the RAW Women's Champion, the Empress of Tomorrow.
Well, let's get into it. It's Asuka. All right. So, back to the donations because you guys have been awesome here tonight. Thank you, everybody, for the support. Siddharth Intwala, how you doing, my friend? Says, watch now Salem by Divine. I don't know what that is there, my friend, but thank you for your $2 donation. Paul Carpenter, how you doing, my friend? Thanks for the 5-bomb after that. Paul Carpenter says, I was ticked off about Cesaro losing. Fair enough, Paul Carpenter. Fair enough. Yeah, that's a fair enough one. You know, don't be too upset, though. It was still a good match. Just a little weird the way that Cesaro lost that match. Thank you, my friend, for your support.
I was ticked off about Cesaro losing.
And then Bradley Robinette dropped the 2-bomb in there. Thank you, Bradley. He says, where is Tom Phillips? Vacation here tonight, night off, something like that. I'm not entirely sure. He's just not here tonight. He wasn't here last week as well. Thank you very much, Bradley Robinette. Then Joseph Smith after that says, Retribution are cowards, masking their voices. Maybe. And then Siddharth, not Siddharth. Siddharth Intwala once again says, listen to Salem by Divine. It's a song from India. All right, well, thank you very much, my friend, for your 3-bomb right there, Siddharth. I will see if I get around to that. All right. I think that looks pretty good there. I think we're all caught up to date. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in here tonight. The Fiend versus Darby Allin would be way better than The Fiend versus Chris Jericho. Darby Allin versus The Fiend in the WWE versus AEW match. I mean, sure, Anna J, if you want that to be your match, go right ahead. That doesn't thrill me, if I'm being honest. I'm sure Darby Allin would do a wonderful job against The Fiend. I would much rather see the storytelling elements that Chris Jericho and The Fiend would be able to put together in a feud. I think that would be really cool. Seeing Chris Jericho in the Firefly Funhouse. Imagine Bray Wyatt dressing up as, like, you know, either a member of Fozzy or like how Chris Jericho dresses to mock him, maybe making fun of the scarf, the light-up jacket, going back through the entire career of Chris Jericho. A very similar style of promos to the Firefly Funhouse match between John Cena and Bray Wyatt. I think that you could really tie some cool stuff in there together, if I'm being honest. Between those two. Jeff Hardy versus Darby Allin. Yeah, there you go. There's a dream match, isn't that? I think that's a cross-brand dream match.
United States Champion Bobby Lashley, Raw Women's Champion Asuka,
Intercontinental Champion.
Remember what we talked about there, Jason Barker? Have fun here in this live chat, but remember what we're trying to promote, right? I know you didn't say anything directly, just making sure you're reminded in your current state. Anna J, how you doing, my friend? Says for the WWE AEW Fiend versus Darby versus Braun Strowman versus Mr. Brody Lee for the special attraction match. Anna J, you can choose to pick whoever you wish you would like. I'm just going off what I would like to see. But thank you, my friend, for your 5-bomb right there. We were just finished reading your tweet, and that's where this conversation came from. Boom, boom. But I guess that's a good question for you guys. What would your dream match be between WWE versus AEW? Since we're on that conversation point right here.
For WWE versus AEW, The Fiend versus Darby Allin versus Braun Strowman versus Mr. Brody Lee for the special attraction match.
Joso says Mia Yim, Mercedes Martinez, Shane Thorne, Dominik Dijakovic for in Retribution. Potentially, my friend. I think you might be right. There's a lot of them, though.
I have a word with you, of course. Now I understand that being a high-level WWE official comes with some very high pressure. I also understand that if you don't find a solution to this retribution problem soon, you'll have the added pressure of finding a new job.
With all due respect, that's none of your concern.
It is if I say it is.
You should listen to the man. And you should listen to me. It's time to upgrade your security from boys to men.
Oh!
Now, Retribution's got the whole locker room running scared, but we're the Hurt Business. We don't run.
I like this.
I'm not the least bit concerned about Retribution and their crowbars and bats because I have Bobby Lashley, Shelton Benjamin, and Cedric Alexander.
Sheltrick. Sheltrick, Botch Guy. Get on it, Botch Guy.
You're right. Thanks for volunteering.
Volunteer?
Volunteer.
Volunteer. And we're the Hurt Business. Emphasis on business. We don't do charity work. I'll be sending you a bill. Charity. You looking out for that bill from me?
So they want to be paid. I like it. Honestly, really good storyline follow through. If you remember just a little bit ago, they went into Raw Underground, said that they were not scared of anybody, said that they were not scared of Retribution. Remember that, everybody? Well, now the Hurt Business continuing on, saying that they're still not scared of Retribution. They're a business, they want to be paid, but they want to protect Monday Night Raw. I like it. Here comes Mickie James. Boom, 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 boom. Man, Mickie James, like her theme song just makes you want to bob your head, doesn't it? There she is. Mickie. All right. I guess it's a good time now, good as time as any, to ask you who will win. That's right. 4 years ago. I was at that event. That's 4 years ago. 4 freaking years ago, these two faced off against each other. 4 years ago. I was at the event as well. Unbelievable that that's already 4 years ago.
Mickie James! And her opponent, from Osaka, Japan, she is the Raw Women's Champion, Asuka! So, Dalton, we heard Mickie James earlier on tonight saying this could be her last opportunity. She realizes there's pressure to try to win the Raw Women's Championship.
Who do I want to win? Asuka.
How do you knock off Asuka here tonight?
Asuka. Monte Prince asking me, no Twitter poll up yet. Well, Monte Prince, we are done with the Twitter polls. Instead, you can vote right in the live chat by using !Asuka or exclamation point vote Asuka, or exclamation point vote James. Let me know, guys, right here. You can do so through the live chat. I think it's one of the coolest features now of the Conman live streams. You don't have to leave the streams anymore. You don't have to go anywhere. You don't have to go to my Twitter. You don't have to do anything like that. You just get to vote right here in the live stream chat. Steve Taylor says, I don't know, but I feel like AEW could have really done a lot for their women's divisions if they got a Mickie James to come over. Yeah, unfortunately, though, there's just really not that much. I don't know what else to say here. They could have gotten Mickie James. They chose not to. They chose to spend their money elsewhere. They chose to spend their money on Awesome Kong, on Vicky Guerrero, on Shida, on bringing in Thunder Rosa. Like, I know these are not names like Mickie James, and Mickie James could have helped it, but I feel like they were just trying to establish their own direction, and it didn't work. It hasn't worked to this point. You're absolutely right, Steve Taylor. Somebody like Mickie James would help boost that division a ton. But what I believe they were trying to do is they were trying to push the women's division in more of like a Joshi style, right? Who was the inaugural champion there, the women's champion? The small little girl, forget her name. What's her name again? Rio, thank you. Rio. Yeah, so like it felt like they were trying to push it more of like a Joshi style of wrestling when Rio won. Then they had Nyla Rose, you know, which was a cool, honestly, I think Nyla Rose is a really cool presence in the women's division, no matter what, but Nyla Rose then came through. Shida has been really nice, and it feels like they're doing a really good job at building up their women's champions and presenting their women's champions as legitimate badasses. But they have not found a way to build up the rest of the division. When you're talking people like Chris Statlander being one of your top people, Britt Baker has been injured, Big Swole has not looked good. The women's division that they're giving attention to, they're either people who aren't ready to compete, are injured, or are straight up not ready for the spotlight. Yeah, you're right. Somebody like a Mickie James would do wonders. I'm trying to think if there would be anybody else out there right now who could come in and help out the AEW women's division. Because I like this signing of Tay Conti. I think that Tay is a pretty good signing there. But I don't know if there's anybody else. Gail Kim, that would be cool. You know what? If AEW could get Gail Kim as a trainer, I think Gail Kim would be an amazing addition to the roster for AEW, who could come out for an occasional match here and there, have maybe one run against the women's champion, a run against Shida would be pretty cool. Yeah. Asuka just got kicked in her face, and we go to commercial breaks. Yeah, I'm not sure what WWE's doing here recently, but there's been a common thread, a common trend over the past 4, 5, 6 weeks that after every single big move or big moment inside of the WWE, they cut to commercial break. And I really don't understand it. I don't. You don't want to have a big moment and then not have your fans be able to digest, react, and see develop, right? Like once that moment happens, it's just as important to see where the story, where the rest of the match goes from there, as it is to see that big moment happen. You can't just have a big moment and then cut to commercial break every single time, right? Look, and I know that Conman here, you're going to be like, oh my God, Conman, you don't want them cutting to commercial break during the entrances. You don't like them coming back and they're being already in the ring. You don't like when they cut after a low spot. You don't like when they cut during a backstage segment. You don't like this. You don't like that. Conman, what do you like? Well, probably nothing, if we're being honest. Conman probably hates everything about WWE. I'm joking. No. I think that there's just better ways to manage it, right? I think that you can do a better job at managing when you cut away from the show. And I know that it's really difficult because on TV, and I know this because I took broadcasting school, or I went to broadcasting school, and you do have to hit a certain amount of commercial breaks every so often, and you do have to air a certain percentage of commercial breaks per content that you have on the air. Something along those lines. And I know that WWE has to roughly air a commercial break every 10 to 15 minutes, somewhere in that range, 12.5 minutes, somewhere in there. And when they air them, they have to do the countdown, so they have to give their performers a little bit of a heads up that they're going to commercial break, whether that's a signal to the ref, whether the ref gets messaged in their earpiece to say, okay, 30 seconds to commercial break, then they hit that spot knowing that they can go to commercial break. But honestly, for me, I would much rather see them work like off of a super kick, go into a headlock, right? Like this rest hold or whatever, and continue to work the rest hold, work it really strong, make it look like it hurts, maybe transition into a submission move, maybe do some sort of Irish whip. And while the Irish whip is going on, let that be the cliffhanger, the low parts of the match, right? After a high spot, let the low spot kind of come into play. So you have, right, the rise, you have the high spot, and then you have the downturn. And on the downturn, probably about halfway through, that's where I would cut to commercial break. Not during this moment, and it just peaks because a lot of people want to see the fallout of the peak, right? A lot of people want to see that little bit of first half of downturn. And if you're able to time those commercial breaks to have them cut away at that downturn, then you might very well just get a few more viewers hooked. I don't know, right? Because people might be saying, oh, this match is good, right? I want to see how this match finishes, as opposed to saying, oh, this person just hit a big move. I saw the big move. I'm good. I can flip the channel, right? And that does happen. Absolutely that happens. Let's get back here to the show, though. Oh, Braun Strowman commercial, I guess. Bailey Reichert asking me, does this match end in a disqualification? No. Gonna go ahead and say Asuka wins very cleanly in this match. Hey, L, how you doing, my friend? During matches about different kinds of stuff, or it has to be matching that match or subject. Oh, I see what you're asking. Can you ask questions about different matches and different kinds of stuff? You can, my friend. You can ask whatever your heart desires. Generally speaking, I try to answer questions in the live chat that are going to provide a conversation for not just myself, but for you guys as well. So when I'm speaking here in the live chat, I'm always on the lookout for new conversations to have with you guys. Whatever comments kind of come across, I try to read. And then if you want a comment read out for sure and guaranteed to be answered by myself, you can always drop a donation, just like Joso did right there. I will get to that in a hot second, my friend.
She's got a shot at the devil tonight. She's got to go after Asuka. She's got to keep those strikes up right now. Focus and attack.
And remember, vote in the poll. Exclamation point, vote James, or exclamation point, vote Asuka. You do not want to use a capital on Asuka or James, okay? It has to be lowercase. Conman changed it from uppercase, so it has to be lowercase, everybody. Off the ropes right there. Big hip attack from Asuka. Mana Single says, please listen. Please listen to what, Mana? SmackDown. Oh, that's not even Mana. No idea what you're saying there, Mana. Conman, listen. Oh my goodness. Mana, tell me what you want me to listen to.
Knock him dead, kid. Come on, James. Show us what you got.
Can this be Mickie's moment?
What is she doing here?
Mickie James heading up to the
Going
top
up
rope.
top.
And Asuka, though. Mickie took a little too much time.
I don't like that. She was so focused on the ring and went up to the top here. Let's see. High risk, high reward, though, Byron.
What is this, Joe? So people think you hate AEW. I said I don't like AEW, and someone said you are a Conman fan, which is very annoying. AEW is not bad, but they do stuff wrong. I mean, they're a wrestling promotion. There's going to be, nice roll through. Asuka to the cover, count of one, count of two, kick out by Mickie James. They're a wrestling promotion, so no matter what they create, they're going to create stuff that people like, and they're going to create stuff that people don't like. Just because I don't enjoy everything that AEW does, doesn't mean that it's bad. I will definitely say that I do enjoy WWE more. I don't hate AEW, though. I have actually had some shows that I think have been quite good. But for me, the story just hasn't been developed. Now, granted, if I followed New Japan Pro Wrestling, if I followed the indie scene for a long time, I might be really invested in all these characters. But the cold hard fact is that I just haven't followed their careers for a long time. So ever since they kind of showed up in AEW, that's been pretty much to the extent of me following their careers outside of WWE people, right? If you like AEW, this is not you, Joe, so I'm talking about everybody. If you prefer AEW over WWE, that's A-okay.
Like AEW, and someone said, "Are you a Conman fan?" Which is very annoying. AEW's not bad, but they do stuff wrong.
It's definitely A-okay if you like AEW, right? It is. Oh my god, count of 2 kick out right there. Asuka couldn't get the win. Mick kick did not even register on the face of Asuka. That was an air kick. You're damn right, Max is Funahani. Count of 1, count of 2, Asuka. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. The air got pushed hard into her face, and that's what knocked Asuka down. I've never liked Mickie James's Mick kick. Never, ever, 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 ever. I think she has never been able to hit that thing effectively. I think that there's only a handful of times that she has actually delivered the kick and made it look really good. It has never looked like a finisher, yet she has won countless matches with it. Not good. The Mick kick should not be her finisher. It should totally be that DDT, that tilt-whirl DDT that she does. And it might still very well be her finisher, but the Mick kick I know she has won some matches with. Kick out there by Asuka. Oh, Mickie James going for that DDT that I previously mentioned, but Asuka now trying to wrestle her down into the Asuka lock. She might have her. She might have her. Mickie James, though, she learned from the last time these two faced. Count of 2, kick out by Asuka. Now Asuka back up, catches her arm bar, turns her over into the Asuka lock. It's over. Asuka lock kind of not really in. It's not in at all, actually. Floats over to the cover. Referee, you got to count.
Official here.
Your winner, Asuka. Mickie James continue. What? No. Just been ruled by the referee that Mickie James can no longer continue. Therefore, your winner and still the Raw Women's Champion, Asuka.
Well, in a strange turn of events there at the end of the matchup, Mickie James could not continue the match, which means that Asuka remains your Raw Women's Champion.
Oh! Zelina Vega! Zelina Vega coming out towards Asuka? Is Zelina Vega about to get a push here? A singles push towards Asuka? Holy crap, are they actually going to give Zelina Vega a singles wrestling push? This is not what I expected. This is a very confusing couple of moments right here. I thought Zelina Vega was supposed to be a manager. It's what she was trying to be for a while. Maybe she's done.
You know what I've been thinking? Thinking about the future. No, you know what? Thinking about my future. Because today it dawned on me that I have wasted some of the best years of my career managing those two selfish little ingrates.
Okay.
Just like you.
Oh.
Yeah, you. You are an ingrate. I mean, you were handed that Raw Women's Championship by one of the greatest in the world. And you've been nothing but reckless with it. Defending it against everybody and their mother. The Empress of Tomorrow is so focused on the superstars of yesterday that you've forgotten about one of the best in the business today. Me. Hey, you know, don't even bother asking.
You've lost literally almost every match you've been in.
Because I'm here to tell you that I'm ready for that.
Oh. Asuka completely no-selling the promo. Wow. Oh, okay. Yeah, she got slapped in the face for it.
That was a good idea, Zelina Vega. Bad move.
And Asuka trying to go back after Zelina, and she slimes out of there.
Did Vega know what she was doing? Did she put Asuka on notice? I think she did.
Rangers fan says this was WWE entering panic mode. No, it's not. I don't mean to, I know that you totally don't mean much behind this Rangers fan, but it's going to transition into a new conversation because I got to legitimately ask you guys something. What is it with wrestling fans, especially WWE fans, or people who say they're WWE fans, that get mad at WWE for trying something new, for trying to boost ratings, for trying to think outside of the box, for trying to go out of their way to create a different storyline? I don't understand why wrestling fans are so ready to put their foot down on any new stories just because it maybe doesn't really feel right at the very moment. Let it breathe. Give it a little bit of time.
That statement, stepping up to Asuka, never really a good
Yeah.
idea, so we will just see how that works out for Zelina Vega. But joining me now, a competitor whose championship aspirations may just be a bit more realistic, Mr. Keith Lee.
Keith Lee.
Keith, I assume you're excited for your opportunity tonight.
Certainly. You're talking about an opportunity to face Drew McIntyre for the WWE Championship. People work their entire careers for this opportunity. He and I have done
Exactly, Melissa Solers. See if the ish sticks to the wall.
The fact that may come a time where we have to fight each other. Just like, as you recall, I've been honest about not enjoying him interfering in my matches. I get it. The goal is to be WWE Champion, and it's a goal that drives all of us. That being said, I know that Drew McIntyre will do whatever it takes to remain WWE Champion, and I myself, to become WWE Champion, I'll do what I must.
Well, your job may be a bit easier, as you're probably well aware. Drew is entering the match with a recently fractured jaw. Is this an injury that you intend to take advantage of?
You're talking about a friend of mine. No, I don't want to take advantage of an injury. But to come here and become WWE Champion.
I updated DV and NY too. Ooh. Looks like Sasha's going to be back this Friday. Yeah. Sasha's returning to SmackDown this Friday. Oh, that's going to be good. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? Conman's not going to be here. Oh, no. Oh, no. Yep, unfortunately, Conman won't be here for that. I apologize. Not only did I miss the heel turn, but I'm going to miss the return as well. Yep.
Most underrated wrestlers.
Most underrated wrestler. Most underrated wrestler. Let me think about that. Do you mean right now or of all time? You probably mean like kind of right now. I've always loved Dolph Ziggler. You guys know that. I've loved Dolph Ziggler for a long time. I think he doesn't get enough credit. I think he is really good. I think Dolph Ziggler could have had a much, much better career had he not got concussed back when he won the world title. I think that would have really set his career on a different path. I love Dolph Ziggler. He's so underrated in my opinion.
Clean nose, healthy life. Trust. Doesn't miss bedtime or miss the moment. Trust never takes a day.
Yeah, I mean, Cesaro's great and all. You know, Cesaro's absolutely fantastic. I think everybody knows how damn good Cesaro is. You never hear anybody say, oh my god, Cesaro's so underrated. I think Cesaro is really, really, really expected to deliver a great match every time he goes out there. I think he is relied upon with the WWE. One thing about Cesaro is he has never had the microphone skills to truly be able to elevate his stock. Every time he starts getting that push, he is giving a piece to speak, and it feels like as soon as he speaks, his push kind of stops. the man has never been able to truly get over with promo work, unfortunately. And that's the thing that has held Cesaro back for a long time. If I compare Cesaro to Dolph Ziggler can have a great match with damn near anybody, knows how to sell unbelievably well, knows how to make their opponent look like $1,000,000, and could truly, truly run as a top-tier performer if WWE ever gave him the chance, right? Who's the most overrated? Great question. Most overrated. Carmella is also underrated. I will agree. I will agree to that. Overrated. Overrated. I know what you guys are going to say. You're going to say Charlotte. I think Charlotte is one of the best superstars ever. I think Charlotte is damn amazing. Overrated. I don't know.
We are back live on Monday Night Raw, the Hurt Business. Set for action.
I legit don't know. That is a tough one. I don't think there's anybody right now in the WWE who is truly overrated. Truly. Because, like, everybody that WWE seems to have right now in their positions are really, really flippin' good. Naomi is underrated. Hell yeah, she is. I don't know, guys. I don't have an answer. I legit don't have a clue who the most overrated superstar in the WWE is. I've loved Roman Reigns for a long time. Oh. So Ziggler off commentary, MVP on commentary now. Anthony Olmstead, go right ahead, my friend. Feel free to ask me whatever question you would like. But remember, everyone, make sure you leave a like on this video. Also, making sure you are subscribed to the channel. We can see your name pop up there on the top left-hand corner. Oh, yeah, Dave Rua, my friend. I forgot to mention that. Dave Rua has become the new boss. And here comes Eric. But here comes Eric. Feel the raid. So Dave Rua becoming a 9-time Boss Battle champion. Damn, things are getting a little close here. Not quite there yet, but Dave is certainly making things interesting for this month, isn't he? Eric going right up against Bobby Lashley, but now I gotta ask you, who will win? It's either gonna be Eric or it's gonna be Bobby Lashley. The big old boob man. All right, Bobby. Ricky Bobby. That's all I can think about every time I say Bobby Lashley's name is Ricky Bobby.
That's it. See, look, this is a business, and people tend to forget the importance of the business. MVP, speaking of business, we saw the Hurt Business kind of offer up your services to defend off.
Did you see my tweet I mentioned you in about Carmella? No, I did not. What is this here, though? Sport Bible. Conor McGregor arrested for alleged indecent exposure. Of course he is. Of course Conor McGregor did get arrested for that. Chase the Gamer. Thanks for following me over on Twitch, or on Twitter, my friend. Good to see you there. Vibes asking me, do you know what time the Lucha Underground live stream is tomorrow? I don't know for sure. Things could change. I'm assuming it's going to be around 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Remember, guys, do not put a capital on any of the letters there. So just exclamation point vote Bobby in all lowercase, or exclamation point vote Eric for who you guys think is going to win. Bobby Lashley with a Dominator to Eric. That might be all she wrote. 1, to Eric. Kicks out. Oh, good. Okay, I'm glad they didn't bury Eric right there with a signature move as opposed to a finisher. Much better to see him kick out of a big impact move like that. But Eric, I think the time is coming to its end here. Bobby Lashley, the big bad boot man, lining him up. Here he goes into the full Nelson lock. It's in. It's in. Eric, nowhere to go for Eric. And Eric is going to have to tap out. Vibe says, you're going to stream Lucha Underground, but not SmackDown. Well, I would stream SmackDown if I was around here this week, my friend. I'm actually streaming Lucha Underground to try to help offset the fact that I'm not live streaming SmackDown this week. It's what I'm trying to do. That way you guys still get another live stream with Conman. But Bobby Lashley with the win. That's all she wrote. A little bit, Anthony Olmstead. Yeah, Kari's saying I do kind of miss him. And Kip, thanks for subscribing, my friend. Welcome to the channel. Along with you, Erilyn Merrill, welcome to the channel as well, my friend. Good to have you.
And then the hurt lock. Eric with no other option but to tap out.
Ladies and gentlemen, the United States champion and CEO of the Hurt Business, the almighty Bobby Lashley.
All right. Bobby Lashley with the win.
Continues an incredible run on Monday Night Raw.
Business is booming.
Oh, here's Kevin Owens. Interesting.
Excuse me, Kevin. Do you know why Aleister Black developed a personal vendetta against you?
You know what, Sarah? I don't know why. Because the truth is, there could be so many reasons, right? I don't know, maybe I said something during that KO show a few weeks ago that set him off, or maybe Hot Topic wouldn't honor the 40% off coupon he had for that shirt of that band that screams nonsense that he likes so much.
Ooh.
You know what? Maybe it was the frustration of knowing that even though he sat in a dark room for a year and a half, begging people to come knock on his door and pick a fight with him, hardly anybody cared enough to do it.
Wow.
But Sarah, I got to tell you, I really don't care why. What I care about is how. How am I going to inflict enough pain on Aleister Black tonight to make sure that I walk away from that ring feeling like he and I are even? How am I going to inflict enough punishment on Aleister Black tonight so that when I'm done, he doesn't just walk, he runs back to that little hiding spot of his? And more importantly, how am I going to make sure that the beating I give him tonight reminds Aleister Black every day from here on out of what happens when you pick a fight
with Kevin Owens? Oh, okay.
You know what, Sarah? I'm really not worried about how I'm going to do any of those things. You know why? Because I'm Kevin Owens.
Cool. I love Kevin Owens, man. And there's Aleister Black with the eye patch again. Well, I guess Raw Underground got rid of his eye patch and they brought him back. Hey, the steel cage match. Here we go. Told you guys they might set it up in a different way. And the steel cage is being set up right now. That is a really small looking cage. Oh, they're just attaching the cables right now. That's what it is. Okay. Gotcha. So, let's talk about Kevin Owens, because Kevin Owens, for me, I have been saying for years, he is WWE's most versatile player. There is not a segment, a story, anything like that. You could put Kevin Owens in absolutely any position and the man will thrive. Regan G, thank you very much, my friend, for subscribing. I think Kevin Owens is literally the most versatile player that WWE has. And right now, they are showing off his babyface skills, but they haven't really given him much to sink his teeth into since WrestleMania. He got injured after WrestleMania, which I really do believe slowed down his push. I think he was on the rise. And then he got hurt. And then he kind of went back down a little bit. They're starting to catch something again. This feud with Aleister Black is good. It helps initiate the heel turn for Aleister Black. However, I don't think he's going to win this feud. I think Black is the man that they're trying to get over in this feud, and then that's just another thing where Kevin Owens falls further down the card again. He is so damn good that at any given moment they could just say, hey, Kevin Owens, you're in the main event scene. Go out there and make people care, and they will, right? I just want to see more for Kevin Owens. If they don't have any use for Kevin Owens here on Raw, which surprises me that they haven't found really any use for him, then, you know, move him over to SmackDown or throw him down in NXT or do something, right? Because Kevin Owens is too damn good to be wasting away as just a guy who is there with a talk show who happens to have a match from time to time, right? When they need a solid hand to go out there and fight a heel, he's better than that. He's so much better than that. But to me, nothing's missing from Kevin Owens. It's just they are not giving him the stories to truly allow us to sink our teeth into. This is much, much, much better with the Aleister Black story. In my opinion, it's been pretty damn good so far. So I look forward to seeing what happens here. But yeah, they need to do more with Kevin Owens, in my opinion. Antonio Coleman, how you doing, my friend? Thank you for the 5-bomb. He says, just stopping by to say hello. Well, hello, my friend. Good to have you. Good to have you. And Antonio, so let's roll this 5-bomb right here. Thank you. Boom. And then we got a donation from this person. I don't know how to pronounce that name, but this person said Kevin Steen and El Generico need to come back. Honestly, El Generico in WWE would be really, really cool to see. It'd be cool to see Sami Zayn bring him back before Sami Zayn loses his high-flying ability, before the end of his career, before he can't really maneuver around that ring as well as he can now. Because El Generico, without the high-flying moves and the crazy athletic moveset, it's just Sami Zayn. it's not even the best Sami Zayn, right? So yeah, thank you, my friend, for your support right there. Let's get this next donation right here from Amity. How you doing, buddy? Asking, what did I miss? Not a ton, my friend. Not a ton. It's been a good, not great show so far. Whoa, Braun Strowman?
What did I miss?
Get out of my way, big boy. You too. To be honest with you, I'm pissed off right now, and I know that on the other side of that door, there's some poor son of a bitch that I can cave his head in. So the best thing you can do is get out of my way right now before you end up casting the wake of my destruction. Now open the door before I use you to open it. Welcome.
Jeez.
Welcome to Raw Underground. Tell your best fighter the monster's here. He wants his hands to meet me out in that ring, because I'm going to send him home to his mom with a pocket full of teeth.
Wow.
I think this week's going to be even better. Yes.
Well, there's the steel cage.
I love the bodyguard for Raw Underground. Honestly, he has even if that is just his position for the rest of his life in WWE, to be the bodyguard for Raw Underground. I like him. What is his name? What the frig is his name? I don't know. Cole just said anyone can show up for Raw Underground. Well, that is interesting. That adds the ability to try to sell Raw Underground, right? Jordan Omogbean. Jordan Omogbean? I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. I actually don't have a clue. And then Shamar. Okay, so it's pronounced Shamar. Well, thank you very much, Shamar. I will try to remember that. I can't promise you. Usually I just have to go off the names there. But Shamar, thank you, my friend. I appreciate your $2 support right there.
The one man that picked me up when I was down turned his back on me.
Oh, Murphy caught Rollins! Mysterio used Rollins' momentum against him.
It was because of you that Seth
Hey, D&D, how you doing, my friend? Good to see ya. What do you think's going on with the whole Murphy storyline? Do you think Murphy is is going to stay by Seth Rollins' side, or do you think Murphy turns on Seth Rollins? What do you guys think? Hey, DK, honestly, no, I don't. Basically there, one day, she really didn't want to be a part of this community anymore. She asked to be removed as a moderator and all that, you know, and that's A-okay. I want to adhere to whatever the people in the live chat would like. She chose she wanted to leave, and I wish her nothing but the best. That was a long time ago. But yeah, I don't know what happened with her. She just kind of left. I wish nothing but the best to Shell. Hopefully she's doing okay. She helped this channel out a ton early on, and even though that the ending there was a little bit of a rough split right there with the channel, I still wish her nothing but the best, and hopefully that Shell is doing okay. Yeah, she helped out this channel big time early on. We all cared about her. We all still do, I think. If she showed back up here in this live chat, I think everybody would pop hard to see her. Don't know what happened, but hopefully she's doing okay. Lots of people says Murphy turns and Dominik turns. We'll have to see there, Charles. It was Diego Toledo. Oh, that sunset flip bomb is huge. They're just showing the replay of it right here. Apparently, though, WWE and Vince McMahon especially see Dominik Mysterio as one of their top baby faces. Kind of crazy. Trey Lucado asking me, can someone explain why Mandy is on Raw? I think it was something to do that Miz used his power to get Mandy Rose traded from SmackDown to Raw to allow Otis to focus on the Universal Championship, but it's more so to do with just pissing off Otis and using his power backstage to move somebody to another brand. I believe that is the whole story there. I could be wrong with that, though. Here's Seth Rollins.
Murphy, come on.
Hey, Jason.
Come in.
Unkanu, Jason Unkanu.
Where
How you doing?
Been?
Here's Murphy.
I've been waiting for you to come
Joseph
see me
Labrie.
all night.
Labrie? Joseph Labrie. Thanks for subscribing.
Last week. Mysterios? Dominik? What they did to me? Murphy. Murphy, please. I understand. The Mysterio family, they ganged up on you. They beat you senseless with kendo sticks. Look, atonement, forgiveness, that is all part of the process. And it's in the past. We have to look to the future. Tonight is an opportunity. Because I'm locked inside of a steel cage with Dominik Mysterio. No one's coming in, no one's going out. This is the perfect.
It's not actually her, guys. Don't feed into it.
Teach the young man and the world a lesson. But I have to ask you, are you prepared for your role tonight? I have something very important I need you to do, and I need you to be ready. Are you ready, Murphy?
I'm ready.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
I'm happy to hear you say that.
What? What?
Because your role tonight is to stay back here so that I don't have to deal with your stupid mistakes again.
Oh, God.
Do you understand me?
Yes, sir.
Oh.
Understand? Say yes, sir.
Holy crap.
Seth Rollins, Dominik Mysterio.
Oh, Murphy's totally going to turn his back on Rollins at some point.
The matchup comes your way.
The story is interesting, though, to see Seth Rollins go from having a large group by his side to all of a sudden his only guy that he still has by his side in Murphy could maybe be turning on him. It's not her, Bradley Robinette. Folks, just put it this way. If you see that here in the live chat, it's somebody who's just making a fake name for her, all right? Don't get worked, all right? Have a little bit of a thought. If she normally has an actual profile picture, if you see just a brand new account, no major profile picture, it's not her, and it's probably going to be people trolling you. So just make sure you guys think a little bit before you read the messages. Not everybody, but some people. Hey, Seth. Cody Begg actually stops in here fairly often still. He's honestly, though, the fact is he lives in New Zealand, which is a long ways away from where I am, meaning that the time difference is extremely different. He's busy. He's got a lot going on with his business. And, yeah. That's all there is to go with Cody. He still shows up here and now for the Conman Universe live streams. Here and now, what am I saying? Here and then.
Without drugs, more than 1 million sold. Navage, clean nose, healthy life.
Claymore kick, it happens. You know, I don't hold it over her head or anything, obviously. Not at all. I don't know why we're even really talking about it, guys.
Offer ends September 28th. Find your local paid store at deluxe.com.
Like, I hate the fact that as soon as I mention something like that, though, that people are going to go out there and create fake accounts and stuff like that. And the fact that I'm saying this now is going to lead to more people. And the fact that I just said that's going to lead to more people. Like, I can't believe that that's all it takes is just me to say one thing, and it's going to completely send people off. I try hard, Seth Amphetamines. Love you too, buddy. Hopefully you're doing well. What has happened so far? Well, let me give you guys a quick little breakdown of the show, at least the match results. We have had the Street Profits defeating Cesaro and Nakamura. We have had Cedric Alexander defeating Ricochet. We have had Asuka defeating Mickie James. And we have had Bobby Lashley defeating Eric.
We're going to the river. In 52 cards, 2 words. I'm in. Play for free at pokerstars.net.
Do you suffer from skinnier?
Brandon Jordan says, Conman, my birthday is tomorrow, so can I get a happy birthday, Brando the Mando? Well, happy birthday, Brando the Mando. If it is your birthday tomorrow, though, make sure you try to stop in our Lucha Underground live stream, and we'll wish you a happy birthday on your actual birthday. But happy birthday in advance, my friend. Unusual Normality says, Conman, there are a lot of people here that take your word as fact. Probably, which I don't like, if I'm being honest, right? It's not like I'm sitting here fact-checking every single thing that comes out of my mouth. I know that I go off of just the seat of my pants like it's nothing. And so I don't want people taking every single thing that I say here as, like, you know, the cold, hard truth. In fact, it's just all opinions, right? And I think everybody who watches this show needs to know that. It's just my opinions on wrestling. It's nothing more. It's more than that. It's just straight up my opinions, right? And if some people like my opinions, then that's great. Other people don't like my opinions, and that's A-okay as well. It's just an opinion show at the end of the day, right? And I just want you guys to be able to converse and talk wrestling with me. Here's our truth.
Or you gonna say something? I don't think you should keep doing that. I already opened you up. Next, I'm gonna break you.
It's a Kit Kat commercial.
Cat got your tongue? You just begging, man. Yeah, you begging.
Oh, here's Liv Morgan.
Broken.
Okay.
You didn't see that coming, did you? You see, that's what you call an assist. I know some powerful people. Who you roll with?
It really has Shane the Gamer. It sucks now, and I don't know what's going on with it.
Eat you. You better talk. Say something. Say something. Say something.
Back up Monday Night Raw.
Yeah, I really want to know what has happened to my English over the last year. It's like I add random S's to words. It's like I'm combining words. And I think why this is happening is because I'm trying to speak words out of my head. Look, I'm struggling. But seriously, I'm trying to speak words, and as I'm speaking words, I'm reading your guys' live chat, and I think I screw the words up, and I get thinking about what I'm going to say next, or I hear something from the commentating booth, and I'm like, I gotta talk about that, and my mind just goes all over the place. I feel like I'm a lot more level-headed when we do the prediction show with Botch Guy. I feel like I'm a lot more level-headed when I do my WFRs, and I have the ability to not have, like, a million things going on my screen. I think that's the problem, and if that is in fact the problem, in the future I might have to move the live chat off of my main screen. That way when I'm speaking, I'm not always reading new words, and it's not replacing the words that I want to say. If that makes sense. Sodverk says, you talk a little fast at times, which makes it hard for your brain to process your thoughts, perhaps. You know what? You're probably dead on the ball right there, my friend. Shane the Gamer says, just close your eyes. Let's see, guys. Can Conman actually commentate with his eyes closed? This would be a really good test. So, I'm assuming Seth Rollins is walking his way down to the ring right now, the Monday Night Messiah, ready to bring the fight here to Dominik Mysterio, where Dominik Mysterio laid the beat down just 1 week ago against Seth Rollins' disciple in Buddy Murphy. Remember when Rey Mysterio and the rest of the Mysterio family, including Dominik, his sister, and his madre, they beat the living hell out of Buddy Murphy. That went down 1 week ago. See, guys, that is much better. Conman was able to commentate that entire time without screwing up a single word. Look at that. It's got to be the fact that there's stuff on the screen. Do I think Murphy will join Dominik? I don't know if he'll join Dominik, Erlen, but he might work with him, might help him.
Dominik, Ray, I know you as well as your family have weighed the risks, also the rewards of this match. What are your thoughts right now?
You know, Charlie, if I want to follow my dreams and follow in my dad's footsteps, I can't back down from any challenges.
That's
even
true.
if it means stepping into a steel cage.
I truly think that Angie and I are more concerned than he is. You know, I have to admit that Dominik impressed us when he took the fight to Seth Rollins at SummerSlam. And I know how difficult cage matches can be. That's why we're going to be out there to support him. At the end of the day, once that cage door shuts, he's all on his own. On the other hand, so will Seth. You know, I've seen the fire in Dominik when he talks about what Seth Rollins has done to our family. Maybe the real question is, should Seth be concerned about Dominik?
Gotta admire the confidence from
right.
the Mysterio family.
Here comes Dominik Mysterio. Roger Dodger asking me, have I met any wrestlers in person? You got to meet Andre, Flair, and the Von Erichs when I was like in 6th grade. They used to come to our little town all the time back in the territory days. No, I have never met a wrestler. Never, ever, ever. No, the... Oh, what is the closest that I've come to meeting a wrestler? Actually, I have met this person once. I'm just making sure that I've got the name correct. Yeah. So the only wrestler that I guess you could say that I have met is Leah Vaughn. And she was an indie wrestler. She really didn't make it all that big. And the only reason that I ever met her was because for a brief period in like 2015, I think, might have been 2014, might have been 2015, can't remember the exact year. For a brief period, I was seeing this girl whose sister was Leah Vaughn, and Leah Vaughn, obviously a professional wrestler, no longer a professional wrestler, but was an independent professional wrestler, and I met her very briefly. So that's the only one I've ever met, my friend. But let's get this match on the screen. It is now time for Seth Rollins versus Dominik Mysterio. My eyes just started watering.
It's bigger than this, MVP. Dominik Mysterio is fighting for his family, fighting for the Mysterio family name.
Fighting for ego. That's all it is. It's Rey Mysterio's ego. He might be a little...
All right, steel cage match. Let's go.
The rules of the steel cage match
So, who will win is the question I want to ask you guys. Either Dom...
Dominik's first match, SummerSlam, street fight against Dominik and Messiah, and now Dominik using that long, lengthy frame of his to try to scale and climb his way out of the cage. Seth Rollins, though, and whoa, what a reversal by Dominik. Covered out.
Into the cover, count of 1, count of 2, kick out there by Seth Rollins.
How can you not be impressed with Dominik as Dominik was to escape yet again?
I want to know if he's going to be able to keep that up. It's a great
wow, look at this, look at that.
Wait, what the hell? Oh, no!
What happened to Murphy staying in the back? Obviously, he didn't heed.
I guess Murphy's out here now.
Seth's going to argue with him now. Unloading with a kendo stick on Dominik. Perfectly legal inside a steel cage. And Dominik bounced right off that steel. Dominik's in trouble.
You guys can now vote for either vote Mysterio or vote Seth. So that is interesting that they had Murphy come out to ringside, giving him a kendo stick, sliding the kendo stick inside of the steel cage, and then cutting to commercial break. So I guess, yeah.
As in, shuffle up and deal. Pull up your socks. We're going to the river. In 52 cards.
Look at those votes coming through. Guys, this is so cool. Oh, I really love this addition to the live chat. I think this might be the best addition we have made since the boss battle. It might be the best addition that we have made since moving the screen with all of the characters right here to over there. Remember when I used to live stream in that little tiny corner? Remember when the corner was like literally that big and you could only see Conman's like little tiny face? I can't believe that's how I used to live stream. It feels so weird looking back on some older videos, but now here we are. Looks a lot better. I actually really like our overlay now. Really, really like our overlay. Thank you for the poll in the chat, Con. Love it. Man, I'm so glad. I have not had a thing be this well received since, honestly, the CMU. Since, honestly, the CMU made its debut. I haven't had this much of a positive feedback in a long time. Yeah, the CMU, when that started, everybody was so over-the-top positive about it. And that led to, obviously, bigger things. And now we've got ourselves the polls in the live chat. Everybody seems so excited about it as well. But let's get here to a couple donations. So first up, we've got ourselves a 2-bomb, or is it Josephine? I think it's Josephine. I think I missed Josephine's. Yes, I did. All right, so Josephine Ali, first up with his 5-bomb, and he says, what are your thoughts on the Retribution and Vega versus Asuka? Retribution, it's different now that we have seen they really have a ton of people. Like, we saw that in the past, but that was pretty much confirmation there's a lot of them. I'm excited to see who is in Retribution. Seems like Dominik Dijakovic and Mercedes Martinez are in it. I believe Mia Yim as well, but it very well could have been Xia Li. It seems like it's just a bunch of people who have been pushed to the sides down in the Performance Center.
You will not want to miss incredible new episodes of all your favorite series, including the Broken Skull Sessions.
What are your thoughts on Retribution and Vega versus Asuka?
Antonio Coleman says, I met Kevin Owens at a restaurant after SmackDown. Now that's cool. How cool would that be? Going to a wrestling show and then seeing a wrestler walk into the restaurant that you're dining in after the show. Yeah, that'd be pretty damn cute. Cute? What the hell am I saying? Pretty damn cool. Yeah, it's pretty damn cute that Kevin Owens just walks in. No. Pretty damn cool. Paul Carpenter, thank you, my friend, for your 5-bomb. He says, you imagine being a wrestler's son in the wrestler owns a wrestling ring. You get to show it off in front of your friends.
This program is aggressive in nature.
I see what you're saying. Imagine being a wrestler's son and the wrestler owns a wrestling ring and you get to show it off in front of your friends. Yeah, you'd be bumping on that thing right from the start as soon as you could. Hey, John Sinclair, how you doing, my friend? Welcome to Supporter. Welcome to Team Green, my friend. Oh, no. Did he just steal it?
The wrestler's son and the wrestler owns a wrestling ring. You get to show it off in front of your friends.
Oh, I think John Sinclair came in with the he came in becoming a supporter, becoming a part of Team Green, playing those sweet knees. And ladies and gentlemen, we've got ourselves a new boss. So John St. Clair, thank you, my friend. But now we're going to sing the cringiest song on the internet. If you don't know how it goes, well, listen up, because we're going to sing it loud. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Sweet knees are made of these. Who am I to disagree? Woo! Cringiest song out there. Rollins. Couple right hands there from Dominik Mysterio, though. Hurricanrana sends Rollins through the cage and down the side of the steel. That had to hurt. Yeah, sorry, Joseph Piali. Thoughts on Retribution and Vega versus Asuka. Vega versus Asuka. Yeah, it should be fine. I'm excited to see what Vega can do in a ring. I'm surprised that they pulled the trigger there. But now, Dominik Mysterio handed a kendo stick courtesy of Rey Mysterio, and now he's swinging for the fences on Seth Rollins. Another shot to his back. Another shot to the back of Rollins. 3 cracking shots. 4. You can hear that all the way up in the cheap seats of the Thunderdome, even though those don't exist. Then right into the steel, Seth Rollins gets sent into it. Again into the steel. Rollins being beaten down, being broken in half by Dominik Mysterio. Nice spine buster to the cover. Count of 2. Kick out by Rollins. That was huge. I did, Jared Valerio. I did. Shamar, how you doing, buddy? Says Dominik should be in NXT. I highly disagree with you. There is a lot of upside to Dominik. He is getting reactions like no other. He's got his father by his side. There's a great story being told. He's delivering every time he goes in the ring. I think he belongs on the main roster. Dominik Mysterio is a main roster wrestler. This needs to be a win for Dominik, though, right? Absolutely needs to be. And John St. Clair, let me get you up here in the Boss Battle Championship. So John St. Clair. Oh! Both Dominik and Rollins are hung up on their Mysterios, if you know what I mean. And then down go both Dom and Seth Rollins. Micro Potato says, petition for Conman to be a WWE commentator who botches his lines. Dude, if they want somebody like that, I am their man. Dominik Mysterio crawling towards crawling towards Rey Mysterio, but Murphy makes the save, slamming Mysterio into the barricade, and Rollins just gonna try to get it. Oh my God! Oh no! Oh no! Yeah! That's a great storyline development. Buddy Murphy just might have cost Rollins the match, and now Murphy's got to try to play defense here. Dominik Mysterio, though, some right hands to Murphy. 3 right hands, Murphy's hanging. Oh my God, elbow, Murphy's gonna go down. Murphy falls all the way. Murphy just fell all the way down. Frog splash! 1, 2, Rollins with the kick out. Oh my God. Woo! All right, this is picking up. Murphy slammed the door on Seth Rollins as Rollins was about to get out of there. I don't believe it was on accident. The way it seemed is that Murphy was just trying to protect Rollins here in this matchup. He was trying to slam it on Dominik Mysterio, but as Rollins moved Dom out of the way, Murphy didn't realize that the switch had been made, and Rollins ate the brunt of the steel to the face. Oh! Ooh. Wait. Oh my God. Don't you do it! Oh my God, we're gonna see a superplex! Dominik Mysterio! Down he goes! Superplex from Rollins! He just flipped up! Are you kidding me? Into the Falcon's Arrow! He just hit a superplex off the top of the cage and into a Falcon Arrow. Cover 1, 2. Mysterio with a kick out. And somehow this match continues. Holy crap, this is awesome. This is awesome. This is awesome. This is awesome. Wow. What a good match this has turned into. 45 votes for Dominik Mysterio. 11 for Seth Rollins. That means 80% for Dom and 19% for Rollins. Here he goes. Rollins. Clapping in front of the Mysterio family. Roll up. 1, 2. Kick out. No, the stomp. Come on. Dominik Mysterio, this has got to be it. Going for another one. Second stomp to Dom. Rollins turns him over. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, experience-wise, that makes, I guess, sense. Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
Seth Rollins now triumphant as he makes his way out of the steel cage after a victory over Dominik Mysterio and Dominik's family here on Monday Night Raw.
Hang on. What's about to happen here? Rollins staring at Murphy. Rollins staring at Murphy. Seth. Rollins with, oh, there it is. Crap. Murphy, I think the days of Murphy and Rollins are done. Murphy is being turned on by Seth Rollins. Do what I tell you to do. Is that it, though? Oh my God. Ouch. That looked like that hurt. That looked like that really hurt. Slamming the steel into the face of Murphy. What's he doing?
Hell of a job you did. Hope she turns out better.
Whoa. Hell of a job you did. Hope she turns out better. Wait a second, Murphy being touched briefly by Aliyah, whatever her name is, the Mysterio sister.
Ray and his family tending to their son, Dominik.
Aliyah is her name, right?
Courageous battle here tonight inside a steel cage.
But the fact that Aliyah checked on Murphy is interesting. Oh, we got ourselves a little sweet knees action. Nice to see you here, Mr. Team Green. Poison Sky, welcome, my friend. And in one of the most dramatic moments of the show, we are going to sing the cringiest song on the internet. So everybody get ready for this cringe fest. We're going to sing it loud. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Sweet knees are made of these. Who am I to disagree? Woo! There you go.
Gentlemen, we understand we're going back now to Shane McMahon and Raw Underground.
All right, Raw Underground time.
Welcome everyone to Raw Underground.
Oh, Dolph Ziggler's back underground.
Man, we are kicking this thing off live and intense. Nice shot. Nice shot.
There's a couple people there's literally one person wearing a mask. One person back there wearing a mask. Okay, what's the purpose? There's one person wearing a mask back there. One. Dolph wins.
Nice job. He's getting ready. Who wants a piece of Dolph? Who wants a piece of Dolph? Who wants a piece of Dolph? Oh, Riddick Moss.
Riddick Moss. Okay, Riddick Moss, everybody. Let's get this brawl underway. Ooh. Dolph Ziggler now advancing, tries for a single leg takedown. Riddick Moss, though. Hang on, Riddick Moss. This brawl punch right to the face of Ziggler. Uppercut, didn't even land it. And spine buster from Riddick Moss. And some punches to the face of Ziggler. Is Ziggler about to be beat? Ziggler with the takedown of the leg. Nice job. Ziggler maintains control around the back. Tries for a really tight headlock. That is a tight headlock. That is a tight headlock. Very tight headlock from Dolph Ziggler. Riddick Moss, though, using his sheer power up to a vertical position. Back elbow just knocked Dolph Ziggler silly. Some right hands. Riddick Moss, though, can't land him out. Oh, Braun Strowman. Okay. Braun Strowman. And now Braun Strowman with a right hand there to Riddick Moss just shoves him towards the side of the stage. Riddick sent to the mat. Ziggler tries for the double leg takedown. Dolph Ziggler gets driven down with a Dominator. I guess Strowman is here to dominate the underground. And that's that. So I've said this pretty much every single time Raw Underground has come on. But I think, guys, there is 4 simple things that we can do to Raw Underground to make it more must-see. Because right now, it really does feel like a fight pit that people are just showing up and fighting for no reason. There's no real fluidity to this show. There's no continuation. There's no storyline development. If there is storyline development, it gets taken out of Raw Underground and thrown onto the main show. So the 4 things, folks, the 4 things that I think we could do to Raw Underground to make it must-see. Number 1, introduce a Raw Underground championship. You got to have something to fight for. Number 2, introduce a win-loss draw record. Conman, you're asking, how do we get to draws? Well, we introduce a 2-minute time limit. At the end of the 2 minutes, it is a draw for both competitors. And the 4th thing that you got to do is you got to add in some rankings, okay? We got to see where people are at when they come into Raw Underground. Are they an unranked fighter? Are they a number 6 ranked fighter? Are they number 4? Are they number 20? Like, if you want a 20, if you want a top 15 list, if you want a top 10 list, whatever you got to do to make it feel more like it's part of its own show. Like, there's a reason why people are showing up there. There's a reason why people are coming from SmackDown to show up for there. Maybe the Raw Underground Championship, maybe if you successfully defend the Raw Underground Championship 5 times, you get an opportunity at a mid-card championship. Maybe you get an opportunity at the IC title. Maybe you get an opportunity at the US title. I don't know. Just, you got to do something to make it feel like it's more of a actual fight and these people are fighting for a reason. Because right now they're just showing up and they're fighting, which is cool. Don't get me wrong. It's cool to see fights happen. But we need some sort of storyline development that is going to be quick hit, quick pace. It's going to help draw numbers on YouTube because, let's face it, 2-minute segments for these 2-minute fights for a championship match, people are going to watch that, right? So I think those are the 4 things that you could do to Raw Underground to make it must-see. Again, these are just my opinions, right? And I don't know if anybody else agrees with me on this or not, but that's, in my opinion, how you fix Raw Underground. And it's not really broken to begin with. It's a cool concept that just needs a little bit more refining. Results tab. People are asking for the results tab. All I got to do is put in Seth Rollins defeats Dominik Mysterio. Yeah, it's literally up to date here, guys. Literally up to date. When is the WWE draft coming? I don't know. I don't know. I heard rumors that it should happen here soonish. Kevion Moore, how you doing, my friend? Do you Murphy feud with Rollins? Do you think Murphy feuds with Rollins? Yeah, probably. Probably at some point here in the near future. Maybe it's not a massive feud, but definitely has a match. Hey, Cracked Peach, how you doing?
To New York. To New Orleans. And it has continued to grow.
Cancer, I'm coming for you and I'm not alone.
With superstars across the country and around the world.
This is my manager. Better not.
Retire the 24/7 title into the title for Raw Underground. Maybe. People say there's already too many championships. Maybe one of the 24/7 champions, one of the 24/7 champs like Shelton would make sense if they were to do something like put some tape over it and rebrand it like the Hardcore was. Honestly, guys, I think just because Raw Underground is completely separate from the rest of the show, it needs its own thing. I know people say there's too many titles, but you know what? Titles make people pay attention.
WWE champion. So, in regards to your fractured jaw, I would assume.
Would hope Keith's going to do whatever it takes to win the WWE Championship. But the thing I can't get my head around is, you remember last week when I was walking around the building? I could have struck at any time. I didn't hit the ring until Randy hit Keith with the RKO. And I'm not saying that Keith wasn't going to kick out of it. I mean, Randy's only won 13 WWE Championships with that move, and maybe if he hit me with it at SummerSlam, I wouldn't be standing here WWE Champion.
Oh, Keith Lee. Here he is. Mona, I can't, my friend. I can't. I've seen you asking all stream. I can't.
Excuse me, Charlie. Yeah, it'd be helpful if you didn't try and drag my name and my reputation. Free time. You want me to ignore what you're saying? That you did me a favor? I thought we were supposed to be friends.
Right, we are friends. I know you're new to Raw, but you're not new to this industry, so don't be spinning my words, buddy.
Spinning your words is the insinuation that what you're saying is not what it sounds like. And what it sounds like to me is that you believe Randy Orton would have beaten me. But the fact remains, the only match that you did not interfere in is the match that I beat Randy Orton, and that was at Payback. Furthermore, I think you're a little concerned that I might beat you tonight and then again at Clash of Champions.
Ooh. Hi, I'm Drew McIntyre. Nice to meet you for the first time ever. You know, I don't get concerned about anything. And I'm certainly not afraid of anybody.
You should be afraid. As a person that knows you well, I also am aware that you have a larger than normal target. Right? Don't
do that.
Is this a concern of yours?
I'm warning you, Keith.
Warning.
Do not do that again.
You believe you can warn the limitless one.
Whoa! There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. McIntyre attacking Keith Lee. Into the bathroom we go. Oh, out of the bathroom we go. Never mind. We're not going in there.
These two are real close friends. Not right now.
Keith Lee with the reversal, and McIntyre's down.
And finally, it
And the officials are here, and McIntyre back after Keith Lee.
And again, the situation, gentlemen, is this because still to come later on tonight, Lee and McIntyre are going to do battle. Keith Lee, if he wins, and Orton can't...
People asking, was that a heel turn? No, it was not, my friends. Definitely not a heel turn, but definitely something to make you interested in the match later. I kind of like that. Keith Lee was just looking to very condescendingly tap him on the back because he's got a large target on his back. He went 3 times to tap him in the back. McIntyre said, don't. No! Titus! What the friggin' frig? I don't want to see Titus. I do not want to see Titus. And Braun Strowman is just destroying people in Raw Underground. Here comes Riddick Moss after Braun. And there's a big boot to Riddick. And here comes Titus. Oh, no! Titus, oh my God. Oh, Titus is going after the former World Universal Champion, Braun Strowman versus Titus in Raw Underground. And oh, Titus went to sleep. Go to sleep, big boy. Good night. And Braun Strowman just took Titus O'Neil out. Yeah, man. Now that's worthy of a... Braun's nips are showing. And it's over. Cool. Always fun to see Titus O'Neil get destroyed. Kevin Owens. So Aleister Black versus Kevin Owens here tonight? Oh, come on, Aleister. Aleister Black just attacking Kevin Owens from behind, and we're not going to get his entrance here tonight. Shoot. I was really hoping to see Aleister Black. So
The Home Depot has great products at low prices, so doers can take on any project.
Are you kidding?
Everyday projects. Once in a blue moon projects.
Are you kidding?
Is no longer a puppy project.
Are you kidding?
The I want this and that project.
Why do you give Aleister Black
That's how doers get more done.
an eye patch
Right to your door for curbside pickup.
that he wears around backstage, and yet the moment that he goes into a wrestling ring, he takes it off? What? What's the point of this? What's the point of that? Why even put him with an eye patch to begin with? He is literally taking it off when he gets in the ring. What is the point? What's the point? Right? Like, is it just me thinking that that's one of the stupidest things you've ever seen? If he is not well enough to walk around without an eye patch backstage, how is he well enough to wrestle a match without an eye patch? I don't get that. No. What? I'm sorry, is this just because he feels like he can't see in the ring? Well, then why put the eye patch on him? What's that even give? Like, it makes no sense. That's like a dude going into a movie theater with a pair of glasses on, and then the movie starts, and he says, well, I can see better now. Hiya! Like, what? No. No, the man needs the glasses to see. The eye patch is there to protect the eye because it's clearly damaged, and now he's taking it off during the one time that he is actually going to potentially expose it to more damage. Like, what is this? I don't get it.
This is not just some temporary kind of fix. It's psychology.
Visit Noom.com and change your life for good.
Entrance accessories, maybe. Yeah, maybe. It's just, I don't understand. It's an accessory con, but like it's an accessory from a storyline with his eye getting shoved into steel steps, right? Like it doesn't make sense that it's not a continuation. If you look at what was it? It was Moxley, and you look at Santana and Ortiz. Which one? Santana, I believe, had the eye patch. I can't remember from AEW. The Ice Pick segment to the eye. They, I think it was Santana that continued to wrestle with an eye patch for a bit until he was fine. Or maybe it was Ortiz. I legitimately can't remember. And Moxley, you know, it was the reveal that he is okay. He's good to go for the match. He doesn't need the eye patch anymore. But then Black is just kind of like, I've got an eye patch, but guess what? Come wrestling, it's fine. It's magically healed. But then once I go backstage, I'm going to look cool. Put an eye patch on. Arr. I don't know. But let me ask you guys, who do you think is going to win this match? Aleister Black. There he is. Boom.
Wait a minute, here's the cover. I thought he was going for the cover, but Kevin Owens, who said earlier tonight he just wants to inflict pain on Aleister Black.
He's only blind when he doesn't have a match. It's the new, it's totally the new, oh, what was his name? Biscuits and Gravy. The team Festus and what? Oh, guys, Biscuits and Gravy! Former Luke Gallows before he was Festus and who? Anyways, whatever the name of that team was. Jesse. Festus and Jesse? Jesse? Right. Yeah, so like, it was like when the bell rang, he goes from being like this guy who's like, to, right? And that was the whole Festus gimmick. So Aleister Black, he comes out with an eye patch, but as soon as the bell rings, oh, he doesn't need the eye patch anymore. Bell rings and the eye magically heals, but as soon as the bell rings again, he's got to put the eye patch back on. Imagine if that was actually the story. Kevin Owens just there ringing the bell, and you just see Aleister Black. Oh, bell rings, got to put it back on. Oh, bell rings again, got to take it off. Like, we're talking about like this here. So like this right here is Aleister Black. So he's got his eye patch on, right? He's like, I can be a pirate and cover my eye, right? And then the bell rings and off it comes. There you go. Bell rings right back on. There you go. Pirate freaking again. Oh, that's both eyes. You get it.
Continues to target the left knee of Kevin Owens. Very methodical and wise strategy by Aleister Black. What a tactician. Incredible strategy. Yeah, Black.
What are you doing? I ask myself that pretty much every single live stream. Not a clue what I'm doing. Whatever I think is funny or whatever I think is cringy, I just kind of go off the seat of my pants. Some stuff works. Some stuff you guys probably just roll your eyes and be like, oh my God, what the hell is he doing? The Messiah, King of Fate. Oh, by the way, Jason Barker, thank you, my friend, for your support. The match poll. Yeah, match poll. Let me get that one up here, guys. I totally forgot to ask you who will win. It will either be Kevin Owens or Aleister Black.
Joining us at ringside on commentary. Kevin Owens can barely stand, but we know who Kevin Owens is. As a man, as a competitor, Kevin Owens will never stop fighting, even if it's to a fault.
All right, there we go. Poll is now live. You can let me know right there. But then Jason Barker, how you doing? Dropping 16, and with that, my friends, I think we got a new boss in here.
It looks like he heard what Kevin Owens said, decided to give Kevin Owens a taste of medicine. And again, we still don't know why. There's this deep disdain from Aleister Black for Owens. Kevin with a right hand, and now Black drops to his knees.
There you go. Thank you very much, Jason Barker. And with that, my friends, we've got ourselves a new boss. That was weird. I think I had a little voice crack right there. Regardless, new boss up in here.
He needs to back Black off here and check on Kevin Owens because Owens is in a is in a lot of pain.
Oh.
Stand up. Gotta be very frustrating.
Hang on 1 second, folks. I think Aleister Black's got like a black contact in his right eye. His right eye. I think Aleister Black does in fact have a black eye. So they are trying to continue it on. Maybe he just takes it off, I guess, for the match. Oh, Aleister Black might take full advantage here. Oh, no. Retribution. Retribution. Kevin Owens with the stunner. Stunner to Aleister Black. Cover 1, 2. Oh, goosebumps. Folks, I just got goosebumps. Kevin Owens just won with the help of Retribution. Legit goosebumps. I think, folks, Kevin Owens might be affiliated with Retribution. Holy crap. Kevin Owens might be affiliated with Retribution. Imagine he's the leader. That'd be so cool. Oh, Keith Lee and Drew McIntyre still going at it. We got ourselves a brawl continuing backstage. Adam Pearce trying to split them up, but the WWE champion and the challenger here tonight in Keith Lee are really going right at it. Oh, Pearce laying the law down. Okay, I'm excited to see this match now. But yes, I would love Kevin Owens to be the leader of Retribution. That would be such a cool twist. You know what? That is the type of storyline twist that could give Kevin Owens the push that he truly deserves in WWE.
The patches is no longer a puppy project.
I saw the gear. Yeah, it's better than the skirt, guys. They're talking about Keith Lee's gear. But I will be right back, everybody. I just got to go to the bathroom really quick. I will be right back. If you guys are enjoying the show, make sure you leave a like on this video and give me your prediction for what you think is going to happen at Clash of Champions in the WWE title match. Do you think it's going to be triple threat? Do you think it's going to be one-on-one? Let me know here in the live chat.
It doesn't matter where you're from. It's how you get there that matters. And behind the wheel of the GMC Terrain, you've arrived. Get 0% financing for 72 months on the 2020 GMC Terrain. Plus, eligible Costco members receive Costco member pricing. Visit gmccanada.ca.
Other crusts. Delisio crusts. New crispy pan pizza cooks in its own pan. For edge-to-edge cheese and a crispy caramelized crust.
Imagine the places we'll go together. Expedia.
At Coyote, we know that when the weekend rolls around, you have two choices. Kick up your feet or kick up some dirt. If only all decisions would be so easy. Coyote, we dig dirt.
Walking into a clothing store is a completely different experience for me now.
It's amazing. I'm learning how the brain works, but not just any brain, but my brain.
This is not just some temporary kind of fix. It's psychology.
Visit Noom.com and change your life for good.
At jackpotcity.net, you can do amazing things with just one casino chip. Discover a world of incredible casino games with over 300 high-quality online slot games, including the world-renowned progressive jackpot slot Mega Moolah. Play for free at jackpotcity.net and get treated as a VIP 24/7.
All right.
jackpotcity.net today on your tablet, laptop, or mobile. Jackpot City Casino, a whole world of casino games.
Wait. Holy crap, guys. Did I miss something massive? Oh my god, folks. I feel like oh my god. I missed CM Punk's return. Oh my god, CM Punk is back in the WWE. What the hell, ladies and gentlemen? CM Punk is back in the WWE? Oh my God! CM Punk is back! Punk is back! Punk is back! I'm joking. Nope. No, he's not. I'm joking. Get wrecked. It is kind of fun there, eh? King of Fate. It is, my friend. We got ourselves a couple donos right here, though, so let's get to these. First up, we got Aaron the Joker, 27. How you doing, my friend? He says, Conman be like, oh yeah. Hoya. 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 Hoya, I would. Hoya. Well, thank you very much, buddy, for your $2 donation. Here comes the Riot Squad. They live to riot, and they riot to live. Paul Carpenter says, put Murphy and Alistair in a tag team. That's not the worst idea, buddy. Not the worst idea at all. But here comes Ruby Riott and Liv Morgan. Nia and Shane on commentary.
Just put Murphy and Alistair in a tag team.
Hey, Tingerlin. Yeah, I've totally considered doing a members-only live stream. And then what I got back to is I'm like, well, if I'm going to do a live stream, why not do it for everybody, right? And members can stand out in the live chat. You know, I don't want to really take away content from people who have subscribed to this channel just because they can't afford to be a member. You know what I mean? Or they choose not to be a member. I've thought about it. I thought about doing the Lucha Underground live streams for members only. I thought about doing... what was it, reactions to old pay-per-views for members only, but then I essentially settled on, you know what, let's just do it for everybody. I will produce as much content that I can for everyone, and if they wish to become a member, they can to support the channel, and if they don't wish to, then they don't have to be a member to watch exclusive content. So that's kind of where I'm at with that. I would rather give it to everybody for free, and then have the members, you know, show their support because they want to show their support, not signing up to get exclusive content, because I don't want to have people pay for exclusive content and it not be as good as the rest of the content on this channel. Because if I'm making content that's as good as the rest of the content on this channel, chances are I want to post it for everybody as opposed to just a very select group of people, right? So that's where I'm at with it. Jason Barker says, you woke me up, dude, yelling like that. Well, Jason Barker, what you doing being asleep? It's Monday Night Raw time, and it's time for the boats. The boats. The best of all times. Remember, best of all times, plural. The boats.
Honestly, it's kind of a joke, but that's fine. They can believe what they want. This means we're the best of all time.
This is a sign that says we're the best of all time.
Literally, Byron, I don't know if you know what that means. Champion.
The Woats. The worst of all times.
You woke me up, dude, yelling like that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Fair enough, Jason. Being a little heavy-eyed here tonight. I understand. Hell yeah, I was, Trey. Very shocked that, what's his name? That Rusev, now known as Miro, made his debut on AEW. I was not expecting that. I wasn't expecting him to be the best man. But let me get these polls up right here. I want to ask you guys who's going to win. It's either going to be the Boats, or it's going to be the Riot Squad. Poll has been started. Now you guys can vote. So, Lana?
I agree with that. I agree with that. I need you to be quiet, right? Yeah, your foot was in the way, that's why. And look at Liv Morgan now trying to make it to the corner.
Lana. And let's get Natalia up here on the screen.
A tough opponent. A tough opponent. A tough opponent.
Oh! Codebreaker into the Riot kick. Lana's down. That's about to be it, isn't it? 2, 3, yeah. All right. Well, bye-bye, Boats. Yep, you are definitely not the best of all times. You're probably one of the worst. I'm joking. We've had people like Eva Marie inside of the WWE. Can't be much worse than that. So the Riot Squad gets a title opportunity at Clash of Champions against Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler. Davini says, I told you, Con, she'll get buried because of Miro. I don't think that has to do with Miro. I have everything to believe, or sorry, that's a weird way of forming that sentence. I totally believe that this is just because Lana has never been treated as a credible in-ring performer. They're in there against the #1 contenders. It makes sense to have Lana be beaten in no time. To me, it makes sense to make the Riot Squad look strong. But now Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax are going to work on Lana. Oh, hang on, though. This might be because of Miro inside of AEW. Lana's in trouble. Lana's in a lot of trouble. Nia Jax, oh my God, here she goes. Samoan drop through the table. R.I.P. Lana. Ruby Riott and Liv Morgan know what's in store for them. Ooh, up next, boys and girls, it's the big bad main event as the BBC, Keith Lee, the Big Bang Catastrophe, Keith Lee, and Drew McIntyre are going to go one-on-one. You're damn right he did, Botch Guy. And quick question, Botchy, are you going to be live after this live stream here today? Are you going to be live?
Sasha Banks returns to SmackDown after her former best friend's cruel confession. How will the brutalized boss respond?
Yes, all right. Well, everybody, we're going to have to do a little botch raid at the end of this live stream. So, Botch Guy, we're going to come on over to your live stream at the end of this and do a little raid. Do a little raid. Make a little love and get down tonight. Get down tonight. Do a little dance. Make a little raid. Get down tonight. Get down tonight. Do that dance. Make that raid. Yeah, do that dance. Make that raid. Get down tonight. You wish you could sing as good as me. God, man, I can't sing. Have you ever heard a dying goose? Well, I'm going to tell you right now, that is very comparable to how Conman sounds when he sings, okay? A dying goose and Conman on stage together, the dying goose would sound better. I can't sing.
Is pain affecting your work and daily life? Then your life is about to change forever. Introducing Dr. Ho's Pain Therapy.
Conman versus Bocce in a loser leaves YouTube match. Whoa, this is my job. I can't risk that. You have no beard now? Dude, the beard club is gone. No, the other BC. The beard club. God, no. The beard club is gone. Oh, man, can you imagine if I shaved my beard? Actually, when was it? It was last year for... Oh, guys, I got to show you Babyface Con. This is literally Babyface Con. It was last November, because I did November. So let's go Conman167 November 2019. Let's see this. November 1st. Oh my God. Look how Babyface Con was. This is just a year ago. This is how different the live streams have become over the past year. I'm going to show you guys this in a hot second. Oh my God. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh God. Guys, look at Babyface Con. Look at Baby... Oh, I can't do that. I was going to zoom it in. But look at Babyface Con. Holy crap. Oh no. Look at Con without a beard. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, that's in November last year, guys. That is Babyface Con. That is a Babyface Con right there. Flipper back. Beard. No beard. Let's get this up really close here, just so you guys can see the major difference, okay? No beard. Beard. No beard. Beard. Once again, no beard. Beard. God, can you imagine this? Like, if this was Conman, like, all the time, looking like this, and then all of a sudden, you guys had to come back. You had to come back, and you had to look at, literally, Pizza Delivery Con. All right? Imagine Pizza Delivery Con with no beard. Imagine, like, that face right there with this hat. Pizza Delivery Con, beardless Con. Yeah. All right. Well, let's get back here to the main show. Never shave the beard. I know, man. I know. I gotta avoid it at all costs. Can't shave it anymore. Oh, back to Raw Underground, where Braun Strowman continues to lay down the beatdown. Riddick Moss again?
Riddick Moss is game. He's ready for a fight.
I guess Riddick Moss really wants the fight here. And back. Oh, and there's a punch right to his face. Dolph Ziggler back in the fray. Riddick Moss and Dolph Ziggler both going after Braun Strowman. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Braun Strowman being taken down by Dolph Ziggler and Riddick Moss. Thumb to the eye from Dolph Ziggler, but then Braun Strowman just launches him off his shoulder. Punch to the face of Moss. Braun Strowman's destroying everybody. Dolph Ziggler lifted up and hit with a power slam. Dabba-Kato! Dabba-Kato! Dabba-Kato!
Kaiju versus Kaiju.
This is next week? All right. All right. So next week, Dabba-Kato versus Braun Strowman. I mean, I can live with that. I can absolutely live with that. And here comes a pissed off Drew McIntyre. So the overarching story of the night has been Drew McIntyre and his dissension towards his friend, his training partner in Keith Lee. Next week, hey, you got to try to build up something for next week. Something. Is it the best? No, because once again, they're fighting for nothing. But still, it's at least two big men fighting, which is what WWE has literally built their business around for years and years and years and years and years. You're going to go prepare. See you guys soon. All right, Botch Guy, we're going to stop by your live stream after this one. There really hasn't been any reaction moments here tonight. Unless Retribution reveals themselves here at the end. I don't think that there's going to be any reaction moments here tonight, so we'll be over there right away, Botch Guy. But let's get through these donos before this next matchup. Ooh, I forgot to mark down the fact that Jason Barker is the new boss. So Jason Barker, my man, you became an 18-time Boss Battle champion. FamC says, Con, what are your thoughts on Lana getting put through a table because of Miro? We don't know for sure, right? I mean, I think we gotta really, really believe WWE is super duper petty to make Lana go through a table because of Miro. I think it fit the story. Lana is really low on the card and can survive going through a table, right? She can survive. Her career is going to be fine. She's not really considered that much of a wrestler. She got beat up really quick. She is the enhancement talent in the women's division right now. Jets is rock and roll, though. Thank you very much, Jason Barker. No, Jets is rock and roll. Says, it's a raid. It's a raid, is it, my friend? Well, we'll raid it later, my buddy. Thank you very much for the support.
It's a raid.
Joseph P. Ali says, Con, what do I have to do to get a complete stream where you are beardless and hat forward? Joseph P., dude, I don't know if there's anything that you can do. I really don't know if there's anything that you can do. Thanks for the 5 bomb, though, my friend. Maybe in the future we might do it for like a half hour or something. Maybe if you guys, maybe if we raise like some money for charity at some point. Maybe if we do a big charity live stream, maybe I'll shave my beard if we reach a certain amount. Manslaughter Boy asking me, will I shut up for once in my life? Usually I shut up once the live stream is done, but you know, to each their own. People like my commentary. If you don't like it, you can leave. It's a-okay if you don't like it. I'm not for everybody, but thanks for the $2 donation. Thanks for helping run this channel. Appreciate it. Jacob Toon says, heel Keith or heel Drew. My pick would be Keith. I honestly, I think that heel Keith Lee is the direction they're going in. Whether you guys want to like it or not, I think Keith Lee is being positioned as a mega heel. In the future, there's a reason why they took his theme song away. There's a reason why it has more of a heel feel to it. I think Keith Lee is going to be a heel in the near future. I also heard rumors that they planned on turning him heel. Jason Barker says, remember when Patrick, SpongeBob, and Mr. Krabs were in the Mr. Krabs' mom's house? Snuck in? No, I do not, Jason Barker. I actually don't.
Remember when Patrick, SpongeBob, and Mr. Krabs were in the Mr. Krabs' mom's house? Snuck in.
The Subaru Forester.
Not a clue.
Always safe, always ready for adventure.
Well, we're going to run a quick ad here.
No calories, no sweeteners, all smiles. Bubbly, sparkling water. Crack a smile.
Trust.
No, my little angel.
Doesn't miss bed.
Well, what do you guys think so far here tonight? Do you think...
Trust never takes a day off.
Actually, let's go with ratings of the show. That's a lot easier. So what is your rating on the show here tonight so far? 10 out of 10, 9 out of 10, 8 out of 10, 7 out of 10, 6 out of 10? That steel cage match was flippin' fantastic, if you ask me. I think the steel cage match was really, really good. There really hasn't been much else on top of that. Kevin Owens getting the assist from Retribution is kind of cool. But here's the thing, folks. With this being Raw in your face, it feels like this show was built up to be bigger than it actually delivered on.
At jackpotcity.net, you can do amazing things with just one casino chip.
6.5. 6.5 out of 10. I feel like this Keith Lee Drew McIntyre match could bump it up to 7 if it delivers, but the fact is that we are looking at 10 minutes left until the end of the show. I don't think it's going to get much. I think it's going to be a storyline development, and that's about it. So I think my 6.5 rating is probably going to stick, unless this Keith Lee Drew McIntyre match is really, really entertaining. Joseph E, dude. Like that. That's so kind of you. If you were to do that, I honestly, I don't know if Becca would let me shave my beard. She hates babyface gone. She'd still stick with me, but it takes a little too long for my beard to grow back. So maybe in the future, maybe we'll have to do it right here on stream as a dare. Okay, maybe that's more what it is, because I love my beard, man. I don't want to just sell out. I don't want to sell the beard off, you know what I mean? Maybe we'll do something fun for it as like a whole channel build up. If we build up to it in the correct way, if we raise something, if we did something good, maybe that's something that I could do for you guys. I would much rather us have like a goal of raising money for charity and me shave my beard if we reach that goal. You know what I mean? Like I would much rather that be special, because as a community we could work together to make some difference somewhere, and you guys would get a cool moment at the end. Thomas Salas says $500 is nothing to Con. That is not true. $500 really, really, really helps out me and my family. We are still very much early in our careers. I don't know why you think $500 would not be welcome, but I'll tell you right now, that covers half my rent pretty much, so that's that would be very, very much appreciated if somebody did that. I'm not asking for it, but for you to think that it doesn't affect me, no, it affects me. That's a huge, huge, huge donation if that ended up happening. But let me ask you guys here, Keith Lee.
Driving Lee into the corner, and now Drew McIntyre. What a throw! That's just an example of the tremendous strength of McIntyre.
That's weird you can't shave. Oh, I can shave unbroken. I absolutely can. I absolutely can shave. I can do whatever the hell I want. I'm just saying what Becca prefers. She prefers a bearded con. And me, as her loving boyfriend, probably wants to not piss her off. She wouldn't be mad at all. She'd just be like, oh my god, I gotta look at that ugly mug. And I'd be like, yes, you do. Sucks to suck. And that's what it would be. So Drew McIntyre. And here is the poll up on the screen, everybody. Let me know, who do you think is going to win? Either vote Lee or vote Drew. Conyer, Dono Man. Well, I apologize, buddy. I just got to Jason Barker. We actually have Robbie ahead of yours. Oh, a spine buster right there. Jackknife cover. 1, 2, kick out by Keith Lee. Robbie says we must get heel, beardless pizza con man. Oh my, why did I even ever suggest this to be a thing? All right. And then Joseph says, that was out of the blue, Jason Barker. Are you? He is, Joso. He absolutely is. The dude be blazed. But thank you, Joso. Keith Lee. Oh, also, everybody, some very exciting news that I didn't talk about at all here today. Jeff Hardy has confirmed that No More Words, that theme song of his, will be returning once the live crowd comes back. Here comes Keith Lee. Big clothesline knocks down Drew McIntyre. Into the cover. Count of 2. Kick out by McIntyre. Jacob Toon says, eyebrows, hair, beard, shave them all, do $750. Guys, I'm not that big of a sellout. I like my eyebrows. I like my hair. Maybe one day we'll do something fun. Like I said, if we do something for charity where we raise money in hopes of making a difference somewhere, maybe, just maybe, we can do something fun like that. But nope, not at the moment. I love you guys, but I don't know if I can do that to myself. Not at the moment. Messiah King of Fate says Khan would look like an egg. It would not be good, would it? It would really not be good. Eggman167. Hey, TNT56 Ace, how you doing, my friend? Says, my wife's the same way, Con. I look like Peter Griffin, and I do the laugh to piss her off. Yes, TNT56 Ace. The Peter Griffin laugh. Oh, I love it. What's your name, sir? Tier, Griffin. That's right, Peter Griffin. Oh, crap. Keith Lee, big superplex to McIntyre. Into the cover, count of 2, kick out by Drew.
The same way, Con. I look like Peter Griffin and I do the laugh to piss her off, lol.
Well, that sounded like a sheep. Oh, that sounded like a sheep. Oh, I literally, guys, I'm gonna be straightforward right here. I thought of like a great AEW burn right there, and I held back on saying it. That sheep joke right there, AEW, sheep. I'm sure you guys understand where I'm going with that joke. Oh, nice chop to the chest. Claymore attempt from Drew. Up he goes. Looking for the spirit bomb. Drew McIntyre lands on his feet, though. Ducks underneath, off the ropes. Crossbody, both men go down. What is up with you tonight? I'm not sure what you mean there, Bailey Reichert.
Watch this again. The velocity of this impact.
Critical moment now in this match. Who is going to make it to their
So both men down here in the center of the ring.
to win to have any chance to fight for the WWE Championship? Wait a minute.
Oh crap, Retribution is here. Retribution is here, and they just surrounded the ring. Every single one of them. Look at the amount of them. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. At least 12. 3, 6, 9, 12, 13. There's 13 people in Retribution, at least here in the ringside. And they are attacking Keith Lee and Drew McIntyre. They're attacking them. Retribution is here. Oh my God, Retribution taking the fight to both men. And this match has ended in a no contest, but what else is going to go down? What's about to happen? Is Kevin Owens going to come out? Imagine that. Aligns himself with Retribution. That would be cool. But Retribution literally destroying Keith Lee and Drew McIntyre, the WWE Champion. This is the main event of the night. That's got to be Dio Madden dead center, alongside of Dijakovic. And they're right back on the offense again. Wow, they are wrecking him. Why is this guy just going, yeah, yeah. Oh, here comes the Hurt Business. I forgot about their deal. Here comes the Hurt Business. Oh, crap. Okay, this is cool. The Hurt Business here. Are they going to do battle? They are getting out of their suit jackets. MVP, Lashley, Benjamin, and Cedric are coming on down to ringside, and Retribution is about to get met by the Hurt Business. What an ending to the show here tonight. Retribution, though, is taking out the Hurt Business. They're taking him out. Retribution still taking out the Hurt Business. But where's Keith Lee? Where's Drew McIntyre? They got to come back into the fight. Where's everybody else? Where's the rest of the locker room? Hurt Business, though, just the amount of numbers that are here. Too many numbers. The Hurt Business is holding their own, though. Somehow holding their own. Here they come! Oh my God! Drew McIntyre, Keith Lee leaping over the top rope, taking out everybody. The Hurt Business, Retribution, all taking out at the hands of Big Daddy Keith and Drew McIntyre. Now Big Daddy Keith and McIntyre back up to a vertical position. Are they going to brawl again? Or are they just going to stare each other down? That's the end of the show?
This program is aggressive in nature. It may contain themes that are not suitable for everyone. Viewer discretion is advised.
Well, that's the end of the show. And Retribution has been beaten down. Okay, that was a good ending. Very good ending. The arrival of the Hurt Business, attacking Retribution. Cool. Bumps it up to a 7 out of 10 for me. Yeah, I think that was a fairly decent show. Steel cage match, highlight of the night. Hurt Business, their new story against Retribution is cool. Keith Lee, Drew McIntyre, the match was a little slow there in the main event, but their brawl and the build-up of Keith Lee has been good. Yeah, guys, that's pretty much the show there. Was not a bad show at all. Wasn't a great show. You know, it was not a great show by any means necessary, but it was an okay show. And that's all that matters. But now, everyone, I'm going to ask you guys to join me. Join me, everybody, in our fellow con friend right here. We are going to go over to the Botch Guys live stream, and guys, type in Conraid. All right, type Conraid in the Botch Guy live stream. Conraid. So everybody go on over there, drop a comment, say Conraid. Let's do this thing.
The Hurt Business Retribution.
He's going to say hi to us.
Hurt Business had a deal. Oh, what's up, boys?
Conrad. See you guys. Thank you for watching, everybody. Have yourself a wonderful evening.
Okay, gotta do it. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Roll call.
He's stealing my crap now. Go to Botch, guys. We're doing a roll call, apparently.
How's it going, guys?
Thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys next time.